You guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Right. An Irishman walks out of a bar.
A what?
An Irishman walks out of a bar.
Okay. Oh!
What the hell?
I get it.
My favorite part of telling that joke is the dead silent people where like, where's the punchline? It's like,
Jesus. Seriously? That's how we're gonna start
Yes.
this thing?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
oh, I'm already crying. Oh, man.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Before we get started
I'm
and
crying.
get into all this fucking craziness. God dang it.
All right, that's my high note. I'm out.
Welcome, everybody, and
Yeah, welcome to our
what's up, internet?
quarterly podcast.
yeah, the one every like 20 months or something.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys have noticed, your boy Isaiah is in the house today with.
I'm gonna put a roll against that right now. I just saw that bump.
Oh, okay, my bad. You have a point.
I'm sorry, my old days of editing the podcast just came out like, no.
I'm the one who's editing this. Well, I could probably just.
I was saying, I'm not sure if I did this. I was like, wait. And then you did clank.
Well, I didn't see you do it. I mean, if you would have put the vape down, I would put the drink down, and it just kept going.
Here.
Well, it squeezed me, you guys. Okay, I ain't on the podcast as much as y'all.
Calm down, Jar Jar.
Me signing on the podcast.
Oh.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Me said that eat the poo poo.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, jeez. I'm still crying for that fucking joke. I said, you don't get the joke, do you?
Of course I get the good joke. It just went over my head for like 5 seconds there. I'm just like...
Because everyone is waiting for the punchline, not getting they've already heard it. Oh, it's a very stereotypical joke, but still it's very funny.
Oh, jeez.
Did you,
my head
wait,
hurts.
did you come up with that, or did you like...
Oh, no, that's a old joke.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Still goes over people's heads.
Almost the old Irishman still in the bar.
Oh goodness gracious! Okay. So you said you had something that you were so excited to talk about today.
Oh, we're getting into it already. I got this story. Okay,
Yeah,
so.
Oh, he's got a story. All right.
All right.
Gather around, kids.
That's why I said, hey, we gotta do a podcast because boy, let me tell you, Saturday night I had a fucking night. Okay, so
Okay.
got off work, right? And, you know, I was originally planning to see someone who came into town. They canceled the plan, so I just went out with Caitlin. She said, we're going to this club called Satellite. It's myself, Caitlin, her boyfriend Robin, and one of her friends. Let's call her Becky.
Becky.
I'm glad you remember that because it's essentially like that. This place, Satellite, it's a club/bar situation going on here.
That is great. They need that in
It's actually pretty good. $25 to get in that night, at least. I'm not sure.
Wait,
It's
$5?
It's $5, and on a Saturday, and I was like, yes. At first, I was told 10. It's like, all right, that's decent. 5. I'll pay for 2 people to get in here. Let's go. So anyway,
knock something over there.
You know, so good times going had. Some moves, dancing. It's actually a good time for me in the club. Which means something's about to get fucked up.
to go down.
So first, Robin leaves, and we've already separated from him, and he's like, he just left. He just bounced. Didn't say anything about it, just bounced. Then Caitlin leave. So just me and Becky sit in the club. We're drinking. I brought Mr. Flask with me. No. Of course, you guys wanted me to play for club drinks. I did play for some club drinks. But so after this with me, so on the dance floor doing this, she did some. And then later on, I'll say, an hour later, mood changes.
How's it change?
Not for the better.
Okay.
Like, this wasn't a plus moment.
Suddenly,
Negative.
she gets white girl wasted.
Oh.
Yes, which is why I used to term Becky. All of a sudden, she's just drunk and shot out of a cannon. And someone's like, something's different. I think we might need to go. And then also she's like, fuck you, you're the worst, I hate you. I was like, we need to go. So I'm trying to close out the tap, and boy, let me tell you, trying to get to the bar and get the bartender's attention, it is not easy. Are you okay?
I'm trying to do this without hearing a big old go into the mic.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, just
it's okay. It looked like Isaiah you vape.
It looked like Isaiah was trying to perform Felicia 2. It was really weird. Anyway, so I can't get her in me there, so I turn around and just place her right there. It's like, hey, I need to go close my tab. Can you stay right here? She said, yeah, of course, whatever. And I turned around and I said, this is the moment in a sitcom where the person behind me would disappear. And I turn around. It's only been 2 seconds. She's gone. And I don't mean gone, I see her walk away. Gone. She was never there. Gone. And I was just like, fuck. Because before we left for her place to go there, I was assigned to be her party buddy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Which, as a female in
very
crowded areas, you sometimes need.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to be drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, shit. I don't exactly remember all what she looks like. So, here's okay, what do I remember? She's white. Cool.
Looks around.
95% of the club.
95.
She's wearing leggings and a black skirt. So I am walking around this club, looking at people's asses, and figuring out where they are. And it was like, nope. And I eventually find her. I was like, I told you to stay here. She's like, I never left. It's like, lying. So I take her right here and go to the club. Like, I need to close out my tab. He's like, okay, what was the name? I tell him my name 5 different times. Who is it? He's like, oh, you should have just said the first name. It's like, you told me the first time to say my fucking last name. And I hit that. And then one of the other bartenders comes and was like, I think she needs to go. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm trying to close our tab. It's like, she needs some water. It's like, yeah, can we get some water? She's like, yeah. We finally close the tab. We go outside. I try to get Uber. So like, we need to get her out of here before something happens.
Mm-hmm.
I was from Felicia again.
Okay. I'm not the one that got to edit this.
So, you know what? It's okay. Guess vape. I'm just gonna. It'll be fine. Just vape. I'll work my way.
I'm not allowed to stay. Okay,
anyway.
Okay, no.
Anyway. So I get outside the club. I'm trying to get Uber.
Okay.
She has the water bottle, right?
Oh, they gave her a water bottle.
Yeah, water. You're not gonna in her club. She starts drinking it, right? You know, one of those big gulps she did.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm scared.
She stops drinking it, but not in the traditional way of putting it down. She just closes her mouth and leaves the bottle like that. So now there's water just, and I'm just in. I am flabbergasted. I was like, how? What? Okay. No. I was like, no, that's not how you do it.
Let me teach you the right way how to do
Uber is
not the way.
Well, they say they're on the way, but they keep pinpointing somewhere else, not where I am.
Oh. So
I got charged $5. It'll cancel. I was like, all right. I put the exact location in. Like, all right, Uber's like 5 minutes away. He's coming to it. She all of a sudden said, I have to pee. And then she darts back into the club.
No!
Yes. And I was like, wait. So I run in after her. I don't know how fast this girl is, by the way. She's like the Flash. She's like, she has to be somewhere, and then bam, she's gone. So I'm just like, I'm waiting outside the bathroom. All right. I was just like, Uber said it's here. It's like, give me a minute, please. I'm waiting for a friend outside. As soon as we walk, she finally comes out. All right, we gotta go. We go outside. We were already left. No $5 down. I was like, God damn it! So I was like, all right. Uber's coming. We're staying here. She said, okay. Every time a Lyft or an Uber pulled up, she immediately got in that person's car. Even though I said, no, that's not ours. She's like, yes, it's ours. It's like, are you here for Jelani? No. See? It's not ours. Becky, come on. Please. Becky, come on. Every time. It's like, this happened like 5 times. Like, it's not ours. That says lift on it. That's not even close to ours.
What? Oh.
What the fuck?
So, I was aiming this over. Breaking the fourth wall here. So eventually, Uber finally comes. It's like, we got it. Okay, cool.
I'm just waiting for the grand finale. And I think
but she has, now now we have to sober her up.
Oh.
Because this girl's not going to make it to the morning if she does not get some food in her. Because clearly, she didn't have any food in her beforehand. Because she didn't, I don't know, because a drink of that and 2 beers is not enough to get any one white girl wasted unless you haven't eaten shit.
All day.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. McDonald's, the trusty, reliable source of cheap, greasy food. Good to sober you up.
All right.
The first one we go to, it's closed. Closed exactly at 1 a.m. when we got there.
I thought freaking McDonald's was 24 hours.
Some of them are.
Oh.
Some are. Also, the McDonald's down here on Lake, that's closed down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just remodeling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You made it sound like they went out of business. I was like, they're remodeling.
Like I've never in my life seen a McDonald's actually go out of business.
Yeah, because like, okay, yeah, the one over here on Lake and the one over here on Woodbury and Lincoln, those has been here for as long as I remember.
Exactly. But continue.
So we go to a different McDonald's that is way out of our way. They're like, I know 24-hour one. This Uber driver, I was like,
by the way, how can you, like, the best way to describe this guy? Because, like, I know if it's just you by yourself driving an Uber, you don't talk at all.
Oh, me? Yeah, I don't talk shit.
Yeah. But the one time that actually do have to make conversation with someone that you preferably not.
I don't have to make conversation with anyone. I say a short answer and that's it. And I was like, hey, clearly, I don't want to be talking to you right now. Stop talking.
So how was this guy? Like, how would you rate this
guy? He drove to a different McDonald's, so I would give him 5 fucking stars and did not freak about her clearly about to throw up in his back. Which, surprisingly, I'm going to say the entire night, she didn't throw up. Which was
That's what I was waiting for.
That was shocking to me that she never threw up. I was waiting for it. I was like, she's going to throw up in this goddamn car and I'm going to get charged.
250.
Oh my god, I was dreading that. I was like, you better not fucking throw up in this goddamn car. We went to McDonald's, and ugly, line was short. She ran into someone she knew, apparently. But they both knew each other, but don't remember each other. So you know that awkward, sober interaction you have? It's like, I kind of remember you. It was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
They both acknowledged that they kind of remembered each other and don't remember each other out loud. Constantly. To the point where it's like, I get it. You guys don't remember. Guys. Drop! Conversation! Oh, man. It was just that night. It took so long. I called up another goddamn Uber. Must have been like, who is this Jelani guy? And why is he just just raining everywhere? I think it's been like maybe $100 on Uber that goddamn. No, not 100. It's like $50. But still, God. Finally got her home. And just they offered me a place to stay tonight because I want to take Uber back home. It's like, I'm not giving Uber any more money. I was not doing it. I was exhausted dealing with this girl. Mm-hmm. Exhausted. I got myself some chicken nuggets. Resolution: big nuggets, no more bullshit. And it's like I just stayed there, and there's really no big climax to the story. Nothing really bad. It's just like my night just took a 180 turn of where I was expecting it to be going.
And it sucks how Caitlyn and Robin just like disappear with poof on you.
I mean, Caitlyn was offering to come get me. She never did, but she was offering to do it.
It was more of that I want to come get you, but Uber's $5.
No, she drove.
Oh.
That's how we got out there. She drove. We couldn't park near cars. Robin lives near, so we parked at his place. He came with us at the end. We took Uber out there, and I guess they took Uber back.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what it did.
Okay.
But the thing was, in the back of my mind this entire time,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's this look like to other people? I am a black man in America. Very important distinction. Trying to get this little white girl home. See, even saying it is like, not like that. Even saying it is like, no. She was very drunk, and I'm trying to make sure she makes it through the night.
Have you met Becky before?
No. This is my first time. This is the first impression.
Okay, so me. I would have just left her.
Uh-huh. But here's the thing. When I am assigned to be a party buddy, I take that role to heart.
Yeah.
Someone has trusted me with their life in my arms.
Yeah.
I just can't leave her. Because if something happens to her, I'll know I could have prevented that.
Yeah, that's what...
If I see little Becky on the news next morning, like, was killed or raped or end up in jail somewhere, I know I could have stopped that. Which is why I would never just leave someone.
Well, rather her be on the news than me being on the news by being accidentally shot by trying to take poor lady Becky home for miscommunication. I'm 50 shades darker than you, so I'm 50 times more dangerous than you.
That's why you don't have what it takes to be a hero.
Which is
why, that's the moral of the story, kids. Be a hero.
Be a hero, baby.
Which is why I stay on the dark side. Which is why I stay on the dark side, because I fit better as a villain.
Yeah.
As a bad guy. I don't have to worry about
that was the story.
Well, you bringing up that story reminded me what happened last. I don't even think that was last weekend. I think it was like 2 days ago. No, it was last weekend. Saturday. It's Monday. It's Monday today, right?
You were having on Saturday too? Oh boy, we had a night, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay. So, been having this really crappy 2 weeks.
Oh, I've been having a really good 2 weeks. No. I had a really good week up until that point. After that point, everything just went.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've been having a really crappy 2 weeks. Like for the first, so this is how. So let me set the scene up for you real quick. I hadn't eaten for like 3. Top is mine. Okay, so I haven't eaten for I didn't eat for 3 days because I just didn't have any appetite. I was drinking. I'm not drinking alcohol. I was just drinking. Yeah, just to keep my metabolism going. But screw all that. Back to. So that's kind of that's
so
what
no food for 3 days.
Yeah, so no food for 3 days. And my father-in-law was just like, man, I just want to go out and let loose, just kind of have some fun.
Uh-oh. He's eating. That's not good.
Yeah. So we went to this bar that's probably half a mile away from the house. Probably half a mile away from the house. We go up in there and we're just for one, I walk in there, completely feel out of place. Because it's a sports bar. It's one of those bars that it's not my scene. Yeah. But they go to this bar all the time. So it's okay, cool, I trust your judgment. We go in there. So we go in there and
you get all kinds of glares at you, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what's this nerd doing walking in?
Exactly. I instantly felt like this wasn't my bar. But I was I'm with my father-in-law, screw it, let's go. So we go sit down. It was me, my sister-in-law, and my future brother-in-law. Or future in-law. I don't know how that works when it's sister. Is it just
with the in-law sister and the soon-to-be in-law brother that she's going to marry?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so. I think that's an in-law still.
Is it an in-law?
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's something that Google's gonna answer.
You know what? No, I think it's just that's an in-law and her husband or his wife or her wife or his husband. You get
yeah, I get it. Okay, so anyway, so it's us here at the bar. So they ordered this giant pitcher of beer. You guys know I don't drink beer. Yeah. I haven't. The second it hits my tongue, it comes out my stomach. Not a good time for that to happen. So we're sitting down, and I ordered this thing called. I first thing when I went in there, it's I want a fruity drink. That was my first thing I said. I got so much crap about this from these two.
Can I get an apple tea mixer?
Oh, hold on. Because the first, that was the first. That was pretty good. I want a fruity drink. So I went down the list and I was just like, what's the fruitiest drink I've seen here? And this, I don't even remember the name of it because it was just a fruity little drink, and I got this. So
what color was it?
It was like pink and like it was like imagine Superman with Wonder Woman's outfit and put it into a drink.
So strong and feminine.
Yes.
You just said Wonder Woman. I mean, Wonder Woman is strong and feminine.
Yeah.
So it's a Wonder Woman's drink. Let's call this drink Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So I'm drinking this Wonder Woman. And
what you looking for?
I'm looking for my phone again. I keep losing the damn thing.
It's right there.
No, that's mine.
Oh, it says Samsung on the top of it.
Look, Apple phone somewhere in this general area. But so I'm sitting here and I'm drinking this drink. They're coasting, and imagine like a giant pimp cup of just alcohol, and I'm suckling this thing down with a straw.
Yes.
So yeah. Suckling this Wonder Woman down with a straw.
Yeah, gotta get a better term.
And I'm down to like the very little, not feeling it all, down to like the almost gone. They're just now finishing their drink, right? And I was just like, okay, that's fine. I want another drink. So I went to list, and then I was like, I like that name. This drink was called Shit Wrecked, but it's pronounced like shit, but how they spelled it kind of you know what I mean. So shipwreck.
Yeah.
And
no,
I was just
like something that David Buster's did with. I mean, they had the whole little pirates theme going on. They had like Sea Monster and Shipwrecked and
this was a like pirate. Like that's why I said it fell out of place. This was a pirate themed bar. Sports.
Oh,
like this is just not my area. But so I got this drink, and the first one didn't feel it. Second one, I was like, I'm feeling a little buzz. I'm fine. And then the waiter comes behind me with a little cup that's cylinder at the top with 2 cherries in it, and gives it to the girl that's to the table next to us. And I was like, "Oh, what was that?" Yeah, I was like, "I want that." Yeah, I was like, "I want that drink."
That looks good.
And she's sitting over there, and I was just like, "What is that drink?" She's like, "It's an appletini." I was like, "Okay, cool." That's why I said, "Wait."
Fucking appletini.
That's why I was like, "Wait, don't say it." But, so I was like, I'm down for an appletini, and then my father-in-law is spending this whole time saying like, "Man, I can't drink those; they're too strong for me," and all this. I mean, like I said, I take down appletinis all the time. It does nothing for me.
I forgot what I dropped.
Good job.
Oh God,
that's what. It all comes back now.
And I was just like, "Oh, this is gonna be nothing." So I just shoot this first appletini down, freaking eat the 2 cherries.
Did you tie the Sims into a knot with your tongue?
No, I didn't do all that.
Did you suck at kissing?
I didn't do it. I didn't try to do it. But anyway, and suckle it down real quick. This appletini goes down nice and smooth, and I'm like, man, I didn't even feel the alcohol. 5 minutes later, I'm starting to get in this conversation with my father-in-law. We're just going back and forth about like real philosophical life stuff that you should not be having while you're drunk.
Yes.
And I order another appletini.
So you're 4 drinks in.
Yeah, so I'm 4 drinks in on a 3-day empty stomach. Coming in with my second strong old appletini, and I was coasting this one. My sister-in-law was like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm cool." 15 minutes later, I'm standing up with my father-in-law. We're sitting here arguing and going back and forth and talking and philosophical speak and all this stuff that's going down. Like all this stuff I've been holding in for like years came out in this conversation. Then, well, our friend Justin comes down. Didn't know he was coming down today. Then I found out. Apparently, I found out like midway. What is that?
Soju.
Is it soju? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you love me. But and mid conversation.
You got something to eat, right?
Huh? Yeah. I had something.
Okay, sure. Like I can't afford another Becky right now. I can't do it. My wallet won't let me.
Ooh. Dang, that is
premium.
That is straight up premium. All right.
I like how Collier tried so hard to make that not make a noise and put it on there. You said, "Oh, cool." Clink. Leave that one in.
And okay, but so like
so Tucker shows
oh yeah, so our friend Justin shows up, and he gets in, like, he becomes the subject of conversation between me and him. And Justin just sitting there awkward. My sister-in-law sitting there awkward, and our husband. I'm just gonna say brother-in-law. So it's just gonna be the easiest way of saying.
Oh, just say her fiance.
Oh yeah, but it's not her fiance. It's her other sister's fiance. Yeah, it's her older sister's fiance.
So your sister-in-law's sister's fiance.
Exactly. That's gonna be.
It's still your sister-in-law's fiance because it's the sister. It's the other sister.
Yeah.
Screw it. I don't care. Anyway,
I'm like, wait, correctly. Are we still right?
So he was just in there laughing about us, and we're talking mess about him taking like 3 hours with this beer that he's just been like.
He's been babysitting it?
Huh? Yeah, like just like seriously babysitting. Like it was like his first time drinking. So I didn't throw it there. No, okay. So from there we were like, we want to go sing karaoke. All right, let's go. Let's go to a karaoke bar. I'm down to go. Let's go.
I wanted to do karaoke so badly.
That's what I'm saying. I've been wanting to do this since Korea. I came here. There's a karaoke bar. We know it. Like I was like, let's go. So we get to the karaoke bar. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how we got to the karaoke bar, but we got to the karaoke bar.
I blacked out. We woke up.
When I got to the karaoke bar, they were feeding me food and water and stuff, like trying to undrunkify me.
So undrunkify.
Yeah, undrunkify.
Time for that.
Work for that.
And so I didn't eat. I ate one of the quesadillas, and this is a like serious like Mexican themed bar now. So the amount of excitement I had for this karaoke, I was every time she came over like, when are you guys doing karaoke? When are you guys doing karaoke? She's like, we do it at 9. I was just like, okay, cool. We'll have karaoke at 9. Bye.
Sorry, I don't understand.
You said karaoke by 9.
Good job.
That was my Google home.
We all turned and said, what? Hello, government. I know you're listening today.
Oh, yeah, they're sitting back just laughing. But, so, it gets to the point to where it's 6:30. 6:35.
You got a long way
I got
to karaoke.
Yeah, 6:30.
Wait! When did you guys go out?
We went out at 12.
You guys
it's
are
5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, I understand. I don't care about that. But it's like, you guys are like, we're just going to drink all day.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Dude, they went at high noon.
They did. Oh, man. Oh, I wish I could have been there. I needed it.
That was the plan. We were just going to go and just freaking let loose. Mm-hmm. And we did. And then, so we went to the so went there at 6:35. I'm in the restroom, puking everything up. Oh. Like, I feel my soul coming out into this toilet. Like, this is my best friend right now. This happened.
Those are moments. Yeah. That's your best. It's like this.
And I'm used to it because y'all know if I get too drunk, I don't my body just says you don't need this anymore. Get rid of it. Mm-hmm. So
I think that's how
I get up, go back to the table, sit down, go back to the restroom. This happens 5 times back to back. Yeah. To the point that I'm just like, call my wife, tell her I need her. We need to go. This is.
I'm like, call my wife, tell her I'm over. I'm not sure if I'll make it.
So then you know I didn't go down like a bitch.
It was that 4th apple TD. To me.
Oh god.
Got 2 cherries.
Dude, those cherries are so good.
Oh,
but,
shit, the cherries are gonna be good when you're ready to cut this out.
Oh man.
Right? And so 2 hours later, she arrives because she had
hours.
She was watching the kids.
Oh, I thought she was going watching the show. It's like I wait for my stories.
I got to deal with him. So she was watching the kids. She came over there. She's just doing like, do you need something? And like, all right,
by the kids, by the way.
Huh?
Let them know.
Oh,
they're not all her kids.
Oh yeah, they're not all my.
One of them is. The rest kids. Isaiah has an entire litter.
Popping them out like hotcakes. You get a kid. Everybody get a kid. And so I'm finally not super white girl wasted, but I'm like I'm like at a good little wasted point. So we're sitting here.
Buzz Little Panda.
No, it wasn't Buzz. I was still drunk as hell. No, it was not Buzz. So we get back to the table, and it's finally time for karaoke.
You stayed? Karaoke? He's like, I'm saying for karaoke. What's that?
I'm gonna sing this song. So
what song was it?
So they said they wanted me to do Michael Jackson, and they wanted me to do this other song, and then my wife wanted to do a song that I had dedicated to her. So I mean, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go for the romantic approach. I'm going with the song that the wife dedicated for her. And for some reason, I'm getting angry at everybody because I'm the only person who wants to go karaoke.
Don't you hate that when everyone says let's go karaoke? When you get there, it's like no, it's like
exactly.
It's like,
so I'm mad at him, mad at Justin, mad at my wife, and I just go from being in a super good, happy mood into just the
Super Saiyan angry,
freaking the dead of the party. Like I was her, but on the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm like, screw everybody, let's go home. I don't like y'all.
You actually sound like her at the beginning. You're a piece of shit. It was like okay.
And all that happened. It everything just went from good to just straight the opposite way because nobody wanted to sing karaoke with me.
Yeah.
And I still wanted to do it, but my soul didn't tell me I didn't have the willingness to do it. I was just like, let's go home. Somebody take me home. Get up. Get the fuck up. Getting up. Let's go. Get up out the chair. I walk out the door. I'm like, screw it. I'll go home myself. Ain't nobody gonna take me home. I start walking out the bar, going up the street. Justin comes booking after me like, come on, buddy. We're gonna take you home. We're gonna take you home. Gets me in the car and we drive. Ooh. I am going to stand up. So, we get home. We just talking. I'm crying like a little baby about stuff and getting angry at stuff, and all this other stuff starts happening. Get home, throw up again, and then I'm sitting here just in my feelings about everybody. Just everybody's getting the shame. So Justin was just like, "Come on, let's just go drive." So we drove to this basically, it's on the freeway. And it looks over to this freaking lake, and it's just beautiful. And I'm just like, man, if I was sober, I would just be like, this is amazing. But I'm still drunk until this point. Like he sobers me up, and we get all this going, all this. I go home. Come to find out that I made my father-in-law lose $50 because when I got up, he had his money here to pay for the drinks. He's like, $50 our limit. $50 is how we can pay for drinks. It's like, cool. All right. So I stand up. Apparently, when I got up, I did this. What I'm going to do is act out. I stood up. I hit the table with my hand, slid off the table, caught my balance somehow, did some like hardcore to get back to my feet, and was stumbling back to the restroom. During this, they tell me that my father-in-law is freaking out because he can't find the $50. You can't find the $50 the whole night.
So you probably knocked it over the entire stuff.
Yeah. So he's over here searching, looking, all this other stuff. Can't find it.
Money is gone.
And come to the next day, after I'm over here after everything, I'm getting stories from everybody else of what I did and all this other stuff. Come back, find him. He's like, so, hey, you lost $50 from me, right?
Oh, goodness.
So, that was my Saturday.
Here's a twist. Isaiah had in his pocket the
entire
time. I thought you were like, wait, what? And you just look in your pockets like, that's what I did.
I wish I felt better.
You're like, oh, wait, no, here it is. You're good. Wow. Woo!
Oh, let me get that vape.
So it seems like you guys have some crazy Saturdays.
Hey, Collier, what you doing on your Saturday?
Okay, so remember how I was saying the voice that like, boy, I love the hurry up and wait game?
Yeah, what the fuck was that, by the way?
So, when I went on my UTA on base, I had to go to... Okay, first I had to do Fit to Fight. Isaiah knows what that is. My fitness test. Yeah. So I had to do push-ups, sit-ups in a mile and a half run within a certain amount of... Well, the push-ups and sit-ups within a minute. Minimum that you could do as for a young male, like 30 or younger. Well, 29 and younger. I think the minimum is like for push-ups is 32. Sit-ups is 40. I think it's 46. No, 42 or something. 42, yeah, 42. So 32, 42, and a mile and a half run. You could take as long as 13 minutes and 36 seconds.
Wait, how much?
Air Force are some
Wait, how much?
13 minutes and 36 seconds.
13 minutes?
13 minutes, yeah.
For a mile run?
Mile and a half run.
Mile and a half, okay.
Yeah, mile and a half run. So, I'm not the greatest, well, I practice one night and I feel good one night, but like when it comes to the test, I don't know what the hell it is. It's just, no one likes the test. No one at all. No matter how old you are, if you're even like at your peak, you still don't like the test. You're kind of like, yeah, I got this test. But when it comes down to it, it's like, fuck, I want this thing to be over. And also, it didn't help that it was freaking 35 degrees that morning. So, everyone over here is freezing their nips off. And, well, we have like little, a sweat jacket, like sweatpants. Mm-hmm. All I had was my jacket because my fucking sweatpants, careful.
I tried so hard.
Crowded space.
Well, because that's why I told him to plug it up. And he just held it.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you were trying to have me do. So, okay, you remember my little rat problem that I had in my house? The problem's gone, but somehow a rat got into my bedroom and decided to chew the crotch area of my sweatpants.
Nice. Good for all that dick cheese.
So I couldn't wear those at all. Like, okay, so...
I mean, you could.
Show the world your goodies.
You're like... Fuck. Alright. Don was like, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, go ahead.
So, I do the first portion.
Assless chaps, that's what I was thinking of.
So, I did pass my test, nonetheless. I did 35 push-ups. It's like barely over. Then I did 48 sit-ups. It's okay, I can do sit-ups all day. And I made a 13-15 run. But boy, was I just freezing cold. It just did not even warm up until after the test. And then also, I made a tweet. When I passed the test, and then Mother Nature was like crying and started to rain.
Yeah, I just saw that.
That was a good little victory moment. But man, that rain was so fucking cold. I'm like, it's nice for you to be happy for it, but please stop. Because I gotta walk all the way back to the bloody parking lot. So after all that's done, I get back to the office. I change my uniform. All right, so what I mean is like, well, you're about to miss your clinic appointment. You need to get back to the clinic right. You should have been there yesterday. Go. I'm like, well, all right, fine. So
you run?
Like, no more running. It was a good day.
But no, I did run. Because the clinic was like, like a block and a half away. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna like.
You get there, it's like, man, your heart rate's like 180. Are you okay? It's like.
Because like the parking lot for like the clinics, like it's always gonna be crowded because everyone has like appointments and stuff. So this is like, because when you go to the clinic, you're like, hey, be here like at least 15 minutes earlier. Don't be here on time. Be like earlier. But they still bitch about me coming here early. But it's just weird. So I get there 5 minutes prior. I make it on time. I'm like, okay, so you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. All right, go. All right, cool. I go to my first appointment. It's an audiogram, test your hearing and whatnot. So me and my sergeant, he also has an audiogram to do. We're just sitting there. The first group goes in. They don't come back out for like a fucking hour. And we're still sitting here like, where the fuck are they?
Oh, I can't get it. The hurry up
and wait.
Yeah.
The biggest term ever used in every military is because they rush you to do everything.
Everything. If you get there,
just stay waiting.
You're waiting. I'm just gonna. I'm probably like, I'm gonna be here all.
Juice.
Juice. What do you need juice for?
Huh?
To mix with the soju?
Yeah, I don't drink straight.
What's he?
That's the goddamn truth.
I mean, some
I ain't afraid of my game. You didn't answer my question. You have juice?
Yeah, I got juice.
Okay. Well, after you're done with your story.
Well, yeah, I'll use some later.
Okay,
so singing is just, it's not even like a waiting room. Like the way he always designs, like all the waiting rooms are just hallways outside the door. Mm-hmm. So we're just sitting here, officers walking by, and we just like, gotta sit up just a wee bit, just make sure we're on our toes and whatnot.
You have to stand?
No. Well, it's like a common area, like no hat, no salute zone, but like we still like present like some bit of like respect, like, hey, I acknowledge you here and whatnot. So then finally, the first group comes out, and then we go in. And we go and take the test. And where they have, it's like a little box, like a soundproof box with like 8 seats. So it's like 4 on one side, 4 on the other. And you have like this little device ahead of you, but you have like earphones that you put over your head. You just have a little clicker. And the first test goes through. And they said, okay, so get ready to push the button whenever you hear a sound, no matter how faint. If you think you hear a sound, still push the button. All right, cool. But that whole little opening thing, the little presentation of how to do the test, was only coming out one ear. I'm like, oh, I guess it's just going to come out from one ear for the whole speech or whatever the guy's talking.
Collier has busted headphones. That's what I'm hearing here. He had busted headphones and said nothing about it.
Yeah. So the test is going on, and like, it starts on the left side, but I don't hear anything. I'm like,
they're just raising the volume of this. Like,
I'm seeing everyone else clicking there. And I'm like, okay, that's sounding. And then the voice comes back like, you are not pushing the button. I'm like, shit. You are not pushing the button when the audio is being sound. Make sure you're pushing the button. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm sitting there and just waiting.
See, this is why things take an hour, because this happened and no one does anything about it.
And then the sound finally does come on my right side. Like, okay, now I hear some click. All right, cool. Click. And then it goes silent again. You are not pushing it. I'm like, fuck, really? So finally, after like, it was like the longest test ever that they said, because like they don't stop the test until like everyone's done. Everyone finishes at their own pace. That part took like about maybe like 15 minutes. It shouldn't even been that long, like maybe 7 minutes max. So they open the door and they say, okay, number 4 and number 6, you guys stay. It will give everyone else their results. So they get their results and they say, all right, 4, 6, come in. So from the results, we think you guys are, one or two things happening. Either A, you guys are definitely going deaf in the left ear. And we both looked at each other like, you're young, I'm young.
That's still possible. It's gonna happen.
Or the headphones are probably busted. Like, yeah, let's go with that one. And they're like, okay, so wait, what are you guys like, you guys come here every day? Or are you guys reserved? Like, we're reserved. Okay, what do you guys do as hobbies? Like, well, I play video games and I play the bass. Like, oh, really? Because I play video games and I play the bass too. Like, huh. But that shouldn't affect our hearing though, because that's on both sides of the ears. Like, yeah, okay, so they actually switch the earphones around.
Oh, that's not necessarily true. If you get a high frequency of like, say you hit one chord.
When playing the bass, it's a lower frequency, so it's not going to damage the eardrums as much.
You have a point.
If I have to play the guitar, there's a higher frequency, so that's more of a chance.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I mean, I would say for video games, there's a certain frequency it might hit. But also what they could figure out to figure this out is have someone go in and listen to the headphone before handing it off to people like, all right, test time.
So, just us two, we go back in, we do the test again with newer headphones. They just switch the headphones around. Yeah. And we get a result like, okay, so you guys are good. And then, number 4 leaves. He's like, actually, no, you stay here for a little bit. And like, we just, like, okay, give me your social and your name and whatnot. But I wasn't popping up in the system, like, as for required to test. Like, why is your name not popping up? And Captain walks in, like, he's just doing his normal checks. He used to be in the audiogram program, so he knows his stuff. And he's like, hey, what's going on? Like, Airman Bolton here's not showing up in our list. What's going on? It's like, oh, he's a reservist. He didn't need to take this test at all. Oh, my God. And I was like, excuse me, Captain? I didn't need to be here at all? Like, no, because you're only a reservist. You're not here every day exposed to all this, maintenance and sound and whatnot.
You said you're reserved already. I asked you said reserved. People told you need to be there. Hey, is this military life or?
Yep. That's exactly what it was every single day.
You didn't need to do that. But you. Okay.
And then, like, so the other guys are like, do we still keep his records? Like, nah, because he's not part of the program, so it wouldn't even matter if they keep his records or not. I'm like, okay, let's not put him in the records.
I would have just walked out. I'd be like, okay.
So they set up my papers. The captain told me, okay, so now you got dental and something else I had to do. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, evaluations or whatever. So I go to dinner, sign my name, and I'm sitting and waiting again.
You gotta do this one too, or?
Oh no, optometry. I had to do optometry.
You have to.
Yeah, I have to because I wear contacts.
Okay.
So,
I'm just making sure at this point. You should probably ask like 5 people now before you do anything. Like, I gotta do that, right?
So I go to optometry. I'm in there for like maybe like 45 minutes. And like, so let's see. You know what? It's getting close to lunchtime. So I'm number 91, and you're on number 78. Okay, I got more than enough time. So I go, take my lunch, come back. They barely got to 79, and I left and it was on 78. I'm like, well, all right. I know what I'm going to be for the rest of this day. Because at this point, it's already like 1:30. And I took my lunch like 12 or whatever. I'm like, okay, so cool, whatever. I live here now.
Meanwhile, Isaiah is drunk as shit.
Not yet. Soon to be.
So this is where things starts to get interesting. When they finally do call my name, like another half hour later, the first thing they do is like, all right, take out your contacts and put it in this case. You guys know my vision is not the best at all. And I tell them this, like, maybe we should wait till later, but, well, we need to, like, do your test and have your contacts out beforehand. I'm like, all right, but my vision is not the best. I'm warning you now. Like, how bad can it be? Watch. So I take out my contacts, I put them in the thing, I put them in my pocket. Like, all right, now sit at chair number 3. All right, cool.
Which one's 3?
I sit at
Is it the squiggly line over there?
So there's like 3 chairs.
Uh-huh.
No, it was like 5 chairs. No.
But if there's 5 chairs, you can guess that one out.
Process of elimination.
It's like, it's most likely the one in the middle.
No, it was 7 chairs. It was 7 chairs. So I was like, no what? Shit, 3. So I'm just gonna count from that way and like, all right, that one. So I sat there like, that's not chair number 3.
That's chair number 5.
That's chair number 5. You didn't see it in 3. I'm like, remember when I told you earlier? Like, wait, you really could see from there over there? They said, yeah. I mean, like, what do you see? Like, well, I can identify those are chairs, but I can't see detail.
I know those are sitting devices.
Yes. They're big and bulky and have a swoosh. I can see that.
So I
the
go
numbers I can't see.
So I go to my first examiner. So like, you know when they put the things like on your face and like whatnot, and try to say like, okay, what's better, number 1 or 2? So, okay, so these is like, you know, the standard. Tell me when. No, start reading off the letters. Like, which ones can you read? I'm like, I can't read none of it. Like, what do you see? I see dots. I'm like, oh, all right. Let me just adjust it. And just close this one and just adjust it. Tell me when to start to look sharper. So click, 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 click. Is either this or good? Because let's just keep going, sir.
I'll tell you when.
You're going to be here for a while.
I asked for the context. You guys don't let me have it. This is all your fault now.
Click. All right, now try to read now. Like, okay, I can read the first line. All right, what do you see? E.
That's A.
No, and a couple more clicks, buddy. If
you read anything else below that, like the second line, like, nope, still like dots. Like, okay, click, click, click. Maybe finally get the sharpness right. I read the first 2 lines, but that's all I read because everything else looks like dots. Move to the left eye. My left eye is worse than my right eye. So we're on this one for a little bit longer.
Oh my god.
And then as he's doing it, he's like, do you have astigmatism? Like, yes, I do. Like, oh, I wish someone would have told me that beforehand. Like, is that like not in my records?
Oh god.
Who is running this army? It's not in my records. You mean the medical records? For the optometry, the thing that you have to do?
In the military, there's 2 things you gotta worry about if it's not your job. Medical and finance.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Because medical would lose your records. And finance would lose your money. So I finally get done. He knows something that I have astigmatism, and he's like, "You know what? This is probably like the more severe form of astigmatism that I've seen in a real long time." Like, yeah, I get that often. Every single time I go to my civilian optometrist.
Like, yeah, you were very blind.
Like, yeah, I knew that. That's why I asked for the context earlier.
So okay, so put on your contacts and make sure your contacts are in before you walk out this door. I don't need you to bump into anything.
Trust me, I'll know.
So I finally get done with optometry. Now I gotta go to dental.
Did the dentist know that you had teeth? That was the thing. Because so far, this is just a giant cluster right now.
Right?
What the fuck?
Nah, so the thing with the dentist is that there was a newbie.
Oh, so again?
A newbie.
He came
It's
fresh
a person.
I get that, and I can only imagine where this goes.
fresh out of tech school. Only one stripe. Like, okay, so he's fresh out of tech school. He should be, fresh in his mind of what he's doing. He's gotta take the pictures. He goes out, and he puts the camera up to your teeth, and you hear the beep. So he goes out, and I don't hear anything. He goes back in, alright, let's move to the next part. He goes out. I don't hear anything. Okay, let's move to the next part. And I'm looking at the computer, because whenever you take a picture, an image pops up. So I'm like, before you actually move the third time, where are the pictures? They should be right on the computer. I'll be right back.
I'm about to walk out.
This is not where my day needs to be. Jeez.
He goes back. A senior airman comes in. He's the same rank as me. You're just supposed to be walking around doing checkups and whatnot. How are you doing? I know you've been here for a long time. I'm just trying eat some stuff right now. I'm gonna offer you a candy bar for later on. And you're getting your picture taken. Yeah, I think the dude he went out to go find someone. And he looks at the computer screen. He's like, huh, that's funny. He didn't click turn on the camera. All right, there we go.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
It's so.
Just comes in with the confidence, just
who was
I can't wait to tell my wife about this.
So he.
Gosh.
So he asked me who was taking your picture? Some newbie, one seller. Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. So he goes. He's coming back with the one stripe dude, and he's on his mistake. You gotta make sure you do this before you actually take the pictures, or nothing's gonna happen. And then it turns out the senior airman is actually a pretty heavy gamer. He's he has both the PS4 and the Xbox One X.
I can't with this story, dude.
So we hit it up for a little bit, talk about Destiny and whatnot, talk about pros and cons. No, you'd be really good for a podcast. Oh, dude, I would love to be on the podcast, but he's active duty, so he's there right now. Mm-hmm. Get a time off. But he's a pretty cool guy. Unfortunately, I can't remember his name.
Shout out.
So finally, my pictures get taken. I get taken by some major dude. He looks I swear, the dude looks younger than all of it. He looks 18, just graduated high school and just got slapped major. Huh?
No, you can't look at me. I look like I'm goddamn 14
years
old. That is impossible.
I just started getting your facial hair.
This dude looks younger than me already with the major ranks. I'm like, hell? So he's doing this thing saying, well, I got no cavities. And he's telling me, you know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. Do not trust everything that your civilian dentists say, because they're just trying to make a buck. They just make up shit so they can just work on your teeth to get that money out of you and your health care. If you want true and professional results.
That worked.
So he's telling me if I want true professional results or just true answers, come to my military dentist and we'll just tell you straight up. I'm not gonna make up some weird, crazy, incomprehensible medical terms to describe your condition. No. You got cavities and they're bad. You need to get them fixed. In fact, we'll fix it for you. So he works on my teeth. I got no cavities, which is good, but I have gingivitis or whatever, just the early stages of gingivitis. So I just gotta brush more and floss properly. And I thought that my gums are bleeding. I need to lay off of my flossing and brushing. No, I need to improve on that. I need to do it more. So that was my mistake. He told me just improve more on that. So that's finally done. All my things are done, and I have to do is one more thing. Go to room 18. Go to room 18 and just basically all process. Just see the psychiatrist, doctor dude.
Oh, by the way, we lost your paperwork.
So I go there, and actually this is like the fastest process because everyone knew what they were doing. I swear, room 18 is the most organized room out of the entire clinic because they know what they're doing. So I go in there, I sign in. They already called my name. Like I didn't even finish putting like my signature and stuff. But okay, I guess you guys have been waiting for me. And they give you like a clipboard to fill out and whatnot. And then they call my name again. The doctor's ready to see me. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll bring this clipboard with me and I give it to the doctor when I'm done. The one time when I don't expect for them to call me for like hours on end, they call me like 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, it should have been like this all day. Not at the end of my day.
I think they know that everything else that's gonna happen to you, so they're just like, this part's gonna be easy. We're just gonna get you out of here.
Where were you going?
The psychiatrist's office.
What if that day was just an elaborate mental experiment? It's like, what if? Like, we're just going to test things right now. That's what this was.
Yeah, we're gonna have broken headphones. We're gonna leave him there all day. We're gonna
extraneous physical process before it. We're gonna see what happens.
Let him come back to us.
He's like a goddamn Vault and Fallout.
That's what that was.
Subject
also, I forgot something.
Okay.
In the autonomous part, when I took out my contacts, I kicked the desk so hard, the drink tipped over.
Because that was like me earlier with your dang speaker. I got up and I felt like my leg just fell off from hitting that thing.
Yeah, I was just like making my way to a stick and then like all of a sudden, do. Like, what was that? Like, oh, you kicked the desk. Oh, my coffee spilled. Like, did it spill out any papers? Thank goodness, no. Like, oh, please, okay.
I won't be here longer.
So my psyche evaluation is all good, and I finally get back to my office.
Patience is up.
So I'm making my way downtown, walking fast.
Okay.
So like I walk into the parking lot where I gotta get into the door. Earlier that morning, all the parking slots were filled because my guys were there. I get there, it's empty. I look at my watch. It is like 3:00, half an hour before we sign out.
PM?
Yeah, PM. And I'm like, my stuff is still inside the office. Why did we leave the office so early? We don't really leave until like 3:20. What is going on? What happened that no one told me? So I call my supervisor and he's like talking real slow, like, hey, what's going on, Bolts? I'm like, I'm done with the clinic and I need to get into the office. Like, oh, well, we're about to sign out soon. It's just like in the middle of a briefing. Like, oh, all right, yeah, just come on over here and we'll get back to the office later. Okay, but that'll be great. But my car keys are inside the office as well. Like, oh, shoot. Well, I kind of can't leave this briefing. Where's the other sergeant that was with you? Where's McGrath? Like, oh, he's still at the clinic. Like, oh, please, we'll get back with him. So, okay, well, he has the keys to the office. Meet back with him, and just come over here to the other room for the rest of the briefing and getting ready to sign out. Yeah, all right, cool. All right, so now I gotta walk back to the clinic, but luckily, McGrath is already coming my way.
Okay.
But all right. Cool. I was just looking for you. Why? What's going on? Like, well, I need to get myself out the office. Like, oh, there's no one there? Like, they didn't tell you either? Like, no, what's going on? Apparently, there's a briefing at the oily room.
His keys are in the office, aren't they?
No, he has his keys with him.
Okay. His keys are in the goddamn office.
That would have just been the end of the story. Oh, by the way, my keys are in there too.
He's a smart cookie. So, like, okay, so here's my truck keys. I'm just going to take this key ring. These are the keys to the office. I'm trusting you with these. Don't do anything stupid. Get your stuff and meet me back in the oily room. I'm like, all right, cool. Take the keys. Get in. I go and grab my stuff. Get into the car. Still forgot my car keys. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I go back to the door. And I realize I locked his keys inside the office.
And that was it.
And that's
how
right
Collier
there.
lost his job. That's exactly how. Wowzers. Woo.
So I walked all the way to, basically think of it as walking to Isaiah's old house from Colorado. Had to walk I remember that long. I did get there on time. From here to Colorado. Had to walk from here to Colorado, back to the Wizard Room, get there on time. Just for like the last 5 minutes of the briefing, and then get ready to sign out. Whew, man. Hey, it's a good thing I got there on time, huh? My entire day was spent in that clinic.
Goodness gracious.
The next day, the first thing my supervisor asked, like, hey, you get your shit done? Like, yes!
Yes, I did. Oh, wait.
I spent all day in that clinic. How do you not expect for me to not get everything done?
Do you see what's going on in that clinic? It'd be very possible for you not to get anything done in that clinic. Nothing would happen.
Shoot, I wouldn't be half surprised. I would be like, nah, I still gotta go back there today.
God.
Hey,
damn it.
Even a few of the guys, they even thought that I just didn't show to the UTA. That they were like, man, you've been getting all day. I thought you just didn't show up. Like, no, I was here. I was in that bloody clinic all day long.
Was it like just a fucking full moon on Saturday or something? What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
What's wrong? Not charging? Angle? Alright, cool.
Yeah, him and his busted chargers.
Ugh.
But
Alright.
You guys heard about Fable 4 coming out?
It's a new Fable game, allegedly.
Well, allegedly.
Because the studio that makes it is shut down.
I overheard about it.
Okay, so the video I was watching, like, I say 2 days ago. No, a day ago, yesterday. Actually. Yeah, I got you. But, it was
for anyone who thought this was going to be a gaming podcast, look now. Video search now.
Had to get those life story lessons
out. Man.
An hour into the podcast.
An hour on our Saturday. Jesus Christ. Anywho.
But, I was they said that Microsoft gave it off to this new company, the ones that made Forza.
Forza Horizon.
Yeah, Forza Horizon.
Horizon, not the Forza series, but Forza Horizon.
Oh, yeah, specifically Forza Horizon.
Yes.
And my excitement actually went up because have you seen just the visuals of it?
The Forza Horizon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Forza Horizon is always beautiful. And it's all like open roads. I mean, I know it's all in a car, so there's not a lot of but still it looks great.
But even the ideas that they implemented into it, like the customizable quest and like the different just everything will be different now. They're changing genres, so there's gonna be some fine tuning with the actual mechanics, I think. Yeah. But they have the references. They still have all the other Fables. Do not take Fable 3 or Legends on this trip with us.
Well, I mean, some parts Fable 3.
Property
management, I don't know why I love the property management. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to make all this money here.
Yeah, but they added that and then took out Fable 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what upset me the most. Even the big things that made Fable 1 and 2, like the decision making and like all that stuff that kind of brought you really into your character.
It's kind of like what Mass Effect did with Fast Andromeda.
Oh, goodness gracious.
If I would have known he was going to pour it into the grape juice, I would have poured you less grape juice.
Yeah, what do you think I was going to do?
Chase it?
No, I wasn't going to chase it. You just make me a drink.
Here, you like mixed drinks.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Jesus. I would have known.
I think you said because he has less now.
I'm sorry, buddy. I love you.
Yeah, we could go and grab some more.
Oh, yeah.
Go to Koreatown. That's where I got this from. Some real premium, authentic stuff.
Yeah, that it was. When I tasted it, I was like, I need to make a drink of this.
So, your Fable.
But, back to Fable.
You haven't played Fable, have you?
No, I have not.
No, College not played Fable.
Dude.
Is it the bee's knees?
This literally, Fable 1 is my favorite game of all time. All time. But that's my personal preference. I love RPGs. I love action adventure games. Those are my type of games.
I started on Fable 2. I never played Fable 1 until recently, and I was like, it didn't age well.
No.
Yeah,
it's a game for the time.
Yeah, it was
it's a game for the time.
Well.
I actually still play
playing Fable 2 now because it's backwards compatible.
Right.
It's like.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking back at old games like that. It's like it was weird. I look at Halo 3, and Halo 3 has aged well.
Right.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Fable has it. Even though Fable is really stylized, something about it didn't age.
Well, because
it might be how gray parts of it are or something like
yeah,
that.
it's okay. It's more about how it's not actually the mechanics of the game, but the look of the game.
Yeah,
because you see stuff like
there are some parts of mechanics that I realized because I started playing through it. It was like it's the other joke, but I still started playing it. You know how people start approving your actions,
right?
Well, they start following you.
Oh.
And you can't push them.
Yeah.
So when you're going down like an alleyway, it's like, oh, this is dead end. You turn around.
I'm gonna need you to move,
guys. Let's leave. Which is a problem because not later in the game because you do actually to make people disperse, like away from you, like just cast magic. Hey, when you're the young kid and don't have any actions yet, and they are like, follow that cool kid, and I'm just like,
go to an alleyway.
Well, my character lives here now. I started homeless and I ended the same way.
Not
cool.
And like I said, yes, there. I mostly see like there are little things, but it's just that's because that's of the time.
Still good game.
It's just of the time.
Just be careful when you start having people like you,
because they will follow you and get you trapped in alley.
That reminds me of like. Games I didn't really age well. That reminds me of because I got the Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 HD remix on a PS4, and I'm
not age well.
Okay. Right now I'm playing through Kingdom Hearts 1.
Okay,
that is gameplay wise, yes. Cutscenes, boy, there's the dialogue, the script, the way the mouth just goes. When words are just going, but like it keeps doing this.
Collier makes the flapping motion because he forgets this isn't the video. Don't worry, audience. I got your back.
The way how things just doesn't sync, and just like the little quirkiness of like the cutscenes itself. But other than that, the fighting mechanics is.
So the gameplay still holds up.
Yeah. Well, no, I've noticed one thing.
Yeah.
It is literally the same combo that I started off with.
Yes.
It's the simple 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe a little slide into it. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, or.
But I mean, but that's because we're used to, like I was saying, games like Witcher and Batman and all that stuff where their combos are like punch, 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 ninja star, hook this guy up into the freaking thing, punch him while he's upside down.
Caning combos. That's what I'm used to. And then, like, in the middle of this, you know what? It's still the same combo. I can't wait to finish this game so I can sure we get to fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 where there's more combos and more sparkly stuff because there's not enough sparkly stuff. You know what? There's a whole lot less Keyblades in this game than I thought there really were. I was thinking of Kingdom Hearts 2 where there's double the amount. And plus, when you get the drive forms, that's awesome too because then you improve your way of moving about the areas. Because now I'm just stuck with this stupid dodge roll and then the glide that barely even moves you anywhere.
Right.
At least in Kingdom Hearts 2, you glide a whole lot faster.
That's true. That is very true.
And also with what's the other game? Oh yeah, I got the Jack and Daxter collection.
Oh, about Kingdom Hearts 3, you get that yet?
Huh?
About Kingdom Hearts 3, did you get that yet?
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Why'd you do this to me? It's not out yet.
I didn't do it to you.
It's not out yet.
It was promised years ago. How long ago? Like more than 10? More than 10 years ago?
Yeah, more than 10 years
Man, I love
ago.
Half-Life.
That's why I'm replaying these Kingdom Hearts games because now I have Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, the full remix or original Japanese versions because now there's like secret bosses that I didn't even know about.
Cool.
Like you can fight Xemnas.
I knew that.
In Kingdom Hearts 1. I didn't find out until I saw a fucking video on YouTube. I'm like, oh, wow.
But here's the thing. They've been promising Kingdom Hearts 3 for like Jelani said, 10 years.
Since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Huh?
It's been over 3.
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
And even more with that, they've been saying, "Oh yeah, it's coming this year. Oh, it's coming this year. Oh, it's coming this year. Oh, it's coming this year." They get trailers and stuff up and get the hype going. And then it's
there's even like a 30-minute gameplay.
It's Arc. Yeah, we're gonna have all the dinosaurs you want, and we're gonna finish our maps and all this other stuff. It's just empty promises.
Yeah, empty promises. There's lies and deceit everywhere.
Because I mean, I love Arc's concept, and I love most of the execution. But but it's missing out on a lot of stuff that makes it an amazing game. Like the optimization as far as before the Xbox One X come out, because now they're actually starting to get to the nitty gritty of the game actually becoming the game. But still, the map Ragnarok, we still don't have the other part of that map. Sinner, we still don't have the other part of that map. There was supposed to be an expansion to the island that was supposed to come out, but they dropped a DLC for Aberration.
They got sued. They need money.
Yeah,
$40 million is a lot.
Yeah, but then if you build on what you already have, then when you put out something like Aberration, it'll be even more high. Like it took me almost like I think 4 or 5 months to even consider buying it. The only reason I did is because my entire tribe left me and got on Aberration. I was just like, okay, all right, I have no choice here. If I want to be able to play this game properly, I have to get Aberration. And then even after that, it still has the staples of hurting the game. Like the newer dinosaurs, they have this new dinosaur called the Drake. It's a dinosaur that can go invisible. It can glide and climb up walls.
It's a dragon.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead. Like, do they know things about it?
But I
feel like these dinosaurs are getting crazier now.
Yeah, but here's the thing. And then that's another thing. They're not expanding on their lore. You have to actually like super research to see like why is this a thing. Yeah. And they
there's that one dinosaur.
Yeah, it sounds like
that would
like Destiny in their Grimoire.
But even that, it was like there's a whole dinosaur that would steal from you. Remember that? I was like,
yeah.
Why?
So that steals?
Yeah, it would go. It would hit you. It go into your pocket, and it's a pickpocket.
Yeah. But
here's the thing: why would it evolve to that? That can't be a thing because it wouldn't have been around pockets, and see, it wouldn't have known to do that.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. And when you brought that up to me, I went into the lore. I was like, yep, he made a very compelling point. Why is that a thing? So if the dossiers that you find in like all the thousands they have on the island and all the rest of them don't have any, but like 1 or 2, the dossiers on the Pegomastics, it says how they learn to use this as a need in order to like push back hunters and stuff that are trying to fight you and doing us all this stuff. Like, you can't fight me if I take your stuff.
But here's the thing. I always did because they took my stuff. That's the only reason I did. Their evolution is working against it.
Yeah, so the reason why
if you had just left me alone, you would have been fine. You ran to me, hit me, and that made me notice that you took something.
But I mean, I have had these little guys come over here and steal like blueprints off of drops I've gotten and literally disappear. Like they've made it to where it was just like, imagine there's a bunch of bushes. I'm walking by, just being like, oh, let me get these berries. Oh, look, a drop. Oh my gosh, an ascended rifle, 500 damage, 1 million like durability or something crazy like that. And I'm just like, man, I gotta get home. All of a sudden, it's Pigomastic is taking this side. You mother! And then he just disappears in the bushes. I never see him again.
See, that's why you have the dragon with you. So you burn that bitch down.
We'll find you.
Pegomaster.
That's the name. The dinosaur's called the Pegomastic.
No, he's thinking Peggle Master. Like, that's not what that is.
That's literally what I heard. Pegomaster.
He's great at the game, dude. Don't know why. That's not explaining the dossier. I don't know. He just knows how to play Peggle.
And I have respect for them for putting out a new IP, because a lot of games, when they put out their newer IPs, they don't give a like the optimization, like freaking Watch Dogs. We've had such big arguments about Watch Dogs, and
you told me Watch Dogs 2 was good, and I bought it, and I have still not played it. I got it on sale, and I was like, I'm still.
And like I said, but that's what's happening. They're putting out these new IPs like Destiny 1. Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs 1, freaking, like we were just saying, Ark, PUBG, which, by the way, PUBG is just this is the standard.
PUBG took over gaming for like a good 6 months. Last year, it's like, everyone's like, dude, this game, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, PUBG, just say that, it's better, and faster. It's like, everyone's like, PUBG. I watched videos, and it's like, this is great.
Looks great.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have PC to play it.
And then what did they do? They put it to the Xbox.
Yeah, they had some problems. They fixed the problems yet?
Yeah, no.
Okay, they did? Okay.
Because
I actually have PUBG right now.
And the whole thing with you know how they moving, because you know how Xbox is trying to integrate into basically becoming a PC hybrid race.
Yeah.
So they're doing all these game previews, and PUBG is basically the staple child right now to see for how future games come out, how they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it had a couple issues in the beginning that they had that, but it wasn't like game breaking issues.
Yeah.
Like they had like a couple drops, but it didn't take away. If I got kicked from a game, I'd be like, "Oh no, I got kicked. Okay, let me get back in." Like they still allow you to get back in the same game. You might have died or something, but you still got back in the same game.
Nice.
And now they fixed that issue, and they're putting more features, and they're trying to grow the game. But this is a staple of how they need to do games.
Yeah.
Like I understand. And then they put out updates every week.
All right. So I got a question for you.
Yes.
Because PUBG is not complete yet.
Right.
Should it be on the list for 2017's Game of the Year?
Not yet.
No.
That's always my staple. If the game is not complete. PT was the only exception to me because PT was its own separate thing. It had nothing to do with the actual Silent Hill game besides being an advertisement for it. But it was a complete game.
Yeah.
But it was like it's weird. It was like an Xbox arcade game.
Yeah.
It's like it was just that game, which I always thought they should have arcade games on the list, not just like, well, it should have its own separate list. Like, no, if it's a good game,
it should
be
be
on the game list.
Yeah.
Like that's the same thing with
it shouldn't just be this big.
the same like how animation has its own categories for movies. It's like no. If the animated movie is better than the other movies, then it needs to be the better movie. I was like, nah, it's animated. It's a lower quality film. It's like that's not.
I can. Lion King, for instance, stands the test of time no matter what. I've watched Lion King since I was a kid till I was a 26-year-old adult and watched that movie. That
still cried when Mufasa died.
Still cried when Mufasa died.
Long live the king.
And a movie that can do that deserves to be on top of certain
aspects of like like animated movies.
I mean, because if you say say like Dragon Ball, that little Dragon Ball Evolution, that crappy wannabe take away from Dragon Ball Z that you guys decide to screw on, or don't even get me started with the other one. It does that shall not be named.
They teabagged Dragon Ball Z with Dragon Balls. That's what they did.
The one that should not be named, freaking The Last Airbender.
What? They made a Last Airbender movie?
No.
The live action one.
There's no Warren Bossing say.
But for that who shall not be named,
Argos in
movie,
the Shell.
I mean, but compared to its predecessors,
it looked cool-ish, but that's the only thing. Honestly, when I was looking at trailers, like this is like a person who saw like a episode of Standalone Complex, like that looks cool, and then that's what they
ran with.
They didn't get anything else from that.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, they didn't. It wasn't a good movie, but it's compared to Evolution and that who.
The Evolution was aggressively bad. Yeah, that's what that was.
Evolution.
Did I ever see you that? I'm not sure if I ever seen you that clip of the head slide that Goku did in
the what slide?
The head slide.
Head slide.
I don't think no.
Was
he sliding on his head?
Yeah, it was across the car. He just. Someone just edited that fight, so every time he avoided it, he would just says. I was like, "This is the greatest thing that ever come out of that movie." This is I'll show you that after this.
I have not seen that.
Damn, it is hilarious.
I have not seen that.
But dang it, I lost my. Got on that
PUBG
and. Thank you. Okay, so but as far as PUBG being worthy of Game of the Year. It is not there yet. Even as a not finished game, it is not there yet. Yeah, because it still has shoddy graphics. It still has some issues with the aim.
But does a game need good graphics for it to be a good game?
Okay, not for it to be a good game, but if you're going for Game of the Year, then you should be stapled over every other game in every aspect.
And you should also be complete.
Complete.
Yeah.
When this is when they said, okay, this is the game, and we can build upon it, not just like, all right, we need to fix that and that.
Yeah.
Like, well,
the game needs to be finished.
But yeah, you should at some point be like, all right, this is the game we want. Like, Arc has now officially come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people were like, guys, it's been like 3 years. What's going on?
Yeah, and people made such a big deal because they did the announcement for the DLC and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
they dropped rag.
They're like, guys, the game's not out.
Yeah. No,
they're already announcing DLC.
Yeah, you can't be trying to milk us for money. Your game isn't even in the shop yet.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Fortnite. Is Fortnite officially out yet?
Yes.
Okay, because
After
like in the
Battle
summertime.
Royale came out.
Okay, because like in the summertime it's like still in beta. I walked into a GameStop and there was a disc for the Fortnite beta, and I was sitting there looking at it like,
excuse me.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
This is now an issue. Now, if game, I got it sometime like Minecraft did it. Like some games like, okay, cool, I get it. This is an issue now. The people are like, you just release the game early, start making money. We don't have to fucking finish it.
Right. And that's
that's
what the staple is right
Damn,
now.
man.
They put out games, people buy the shit out the games, and then they never fix them.
Yeah.
Or I hate to keep using Arc, but it's the greatest example of what not to do.
Yeah.
In
What's
games.
supposed to happen was it's supposed to be like, all right, you need some money for it. What we're doing is we're helping you fund the rest of the game. Not like this is where you make the money. This is not where you're supposed to make the money. This is supposed to be like using this to continue on the game and complete the process.
Right. And every time I go to somebody and I'm telling them about Arc or something like that, I'll be like, it's a frustrating, broken game with a very good concept and a shitty company. That is what I say about Arc.
Yeah.
But the game as a whole is good. I wouldn't say the game as a whole. The game as a part is good.
As a piece of the game.
No, I can't even say that. The game as a concept is good.
As an idea.
Yeah. But the execution is what's the problem right now.
Yikes. So that's what you're saying with Arc, huh?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because if I wanted to get you on the Arc, I would have to be running the server.
Right.
Like I would have to set my Xbox back up and set up the server and make the game how it would be fun.
Right.
Without
not just me
like
by
I
myself
can't
figuring shit out.
Yeah, because I can't even play official servers anymore because like the official, the ones that they run, because once you get too big on the server, everything is like doing like stuttering. Like if life was lagging, you'd be trying to go through that door for like 2 hours.
Oh jeez, so that's like forever rendering.
And then once you get through it, you're gonna roll back and keep trying to go through
Man,
the
rubber
door.
banding that game is great. Let me tell you, that is the most frustrating.
I mean, you can lose a whole week of stuff because it rolls back far enough.
You're running from something and you're like trying to get away. You're like, okay, finally got away. It just rubber bands you back and you're dead. It's like, well, cool.
And that's on official now. Player dedicated server, people have done their job because the thing that they did was like, okay, we make bad servers. See if you can do it better. It was like, okay, we got this. They put out the PC servers and they put out the player dedicated server. There's more people on those servers than on the official servers. Like I'm going down the list. I'm like 100 people full, 100 people full, 100 people full, 675 people full, 65 people full. Dang it! Is there any open games? I go on the official. It's like
0,
there's 3,
5,
0, 1,
15,
5, 15.
5,
Yeah.
2, 0, 0.
Yeah, exactly. And
the only problem with the other player dedicated servers are the players.
Yeah, the players.
Because it's like, all right, cool. We're gonna have all these stats, everything like I'm not gonna get it. All right, cool. What do people do? Speed all the way up.
Yeah.
So you're just getting hit. You're like, all right, spawn, and then someone just runs up to your spear, stab, you're dead. Just like that. That's what your experience is most of the time.
And that was literally my very first experience with playing Ark. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I wake up, dinosaur eats me. I dead. Wake up.
Well, that just should
Dinosaurs are already walking away.
Spawn.
I'm like, okay, so I'm walking this way, and the little swarm of these little things is eats me alive. All right, cool. Dead. Wake up. I'm like in the water, and it's nighttime.
You could not play
freezing.
Dark Souls.
Yeah. How do you get eaten by a compy? It was that little girl at the beginning of Lost World Jurassic Park. They're like, come on, kill them!
No, it was a swarm of them. It was a swarm, not just one. It was like maybe like, I don't know, 5.
Them.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to play the game!
Right trigger. Come on, man. That's basic player instinct. I gotta hit something. Try to click the stick or pull the trigger.
Well, Gideon wasn't doing anything, so I decided to run.
It was doing something. No.
So that kind of just ruined it for me. Like, no, if this is how the game is supposed to be, it's gonna kill me faster before I even learn the game.
And that's what kills me about this game is that people aren't willing to like. Yes, it's a hard game. Do not get me wrong. It is stupidly hard.
It's like Minecraft down to 11.
Yeah, it's that, and then you have the added effect of other players on top of that. Yeah, because griefers, trolls, whoo. If I've ever hated them more in a game, it is Ark. Because you do work. Like, you spend weeks, months building something, having babies, freaking raising. Yeah, your dinosaurs have babies.
I was like, excuse me.
And actually, not just that. Now you can get pregnant by another dinosaur and have this baby.
Wait.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So okay.
Bestiality is a thing now.
So check this out. So there's this thing called the Queen Ravager. Right? It's on Aberration, the new map. She basically gets angry, and you have to put her down to like very low health, and she starts glowing, and she'll hit you, and you'll get pregnant with her baby. It's basically some alien shit here. Like, no joke, look this crap up. Like, I'm not even kidding. Alright. Is it Ravager or is it Reaper?
Man, I remember when that was a simple game about trying to survive an island with dinosaurs.
And then they
how times have changed.
And then just
this is what they wanted to do after the game came out. That's what they wanted to do. The part's like, we got this Ravager. Like,
I'm not saying it's aliens.
We can't do it.
Aliens.
Yes, we gotta wait.
Yeah. But that's the thing I do like is that their new content is just new stuff. It's just like stuff you don't think of. Like, who thinks of you getting pregnant by a dinosaur?
No one with good sense.
Red versus blue.
Huh?
He is right.
He is true.
He is
completely
totally
true.
correct.
Because Tucker did get pregnant by an alien. So
yeah, he thought that one out. Anyway, I don't think that Red versus blue. Like I said, no one in good sense.
By the way, love you, Rooster Teeth.
What's Rooster Teeth?
Huh? But
now she wants it to the bar.
But I do like the new content that they're putting out. But I need them to focus on optimizing their game, and that's what they're saying. The next like 20 patches is supposed to be. It's just optimization.
Jeez. Well, that's something I don't want to hear. Next 20 patches.
That reminded me of like when I was at the dentist, the dude who was like really into gaming and whatnot, he was saying.
I was about to say the guy who was about to patch the machine before he would have worked.
No, the senior airman, the one who he was doing, the gamer dude. He was telling me something about a some game, but like it has like so many patches. Like that's like the one thing that's kind of like veering me away because like it's so patchy. I'm like, yeah, it's like getting a pair of pants and like constantly ripping a hole in it and just like patching it up. It's still a pair of pants, but it's just not the best pair of pants.
Dude, I'd rather a game put out a patch every week, every day, and it's fixing stuff.
But like it's like really big, ugly patches though. Yeah. So you're just getting a really nasty pair of pants.
Nah, I'd rather that any day because that means that when I get on the game, it's gonna be better than when I left it.
So by the end of the
or
day,
worse, depending on how the patches work.
Yeah, or worse. I mean,
so by the end of the day, it's still a wearable pair of pants.
Yeah, I mean, would you want a pair of pants where the whole leg is ripped and you don't get a new leg until like 6 months later, and then even then it's just like going a little bit further down? No, I want you to patch that hole up, make them look new.
Dang it.
You do realize the rest of your static is going into the bed.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Cool.
Jelani used to over here trying to get static electricity to shock us.
By the way, are those socks wool or cotton? Does he know? Is that going to produce static?
No, it's not.
No, that attitude is not. I'll try.
And then, so a sneaky announcement by freaking Sony, the PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that?
So check this out.
Check it.
Yeah, I mean.
So is this rumor or is this actual announcement?
No, this is an announcement.
All right.
So I'm guessing we're definitely watching this afterwards.
Huh?
We're watching this whole announcement or like researching it because Apparently, you said it was sneaky. I've never heard of it.
Because okay, so they got an interview with somebody saying that they're announcing like I'm okay. So I shouldn't have said official announcement, but it's
someone that's with that PlayStation 5 is being worked on.
Yeah, like,
which honestly. Probably expected.
Yeah,
exactly. They went up to 4 so far. Like, why stop there? You know, come on.
But where can it go from here now? I mean, like, we got the X and we got the 4 Pro. I mean, like, these consoles are at the peak. I mean, where can it go now?
They're not at the peak at all.
PC is at the peak. It's like, as long as PC exists, they have something to chase. That's what that is.
Until PC stops.
I mean, like, what's all PC is good for is like running a game with good graphics.
That is not true.
What else is PC for? I mean, like...
running a game better, for one.
Because it looks good. I mean,
not because it looks good, because it can actually run...
It generally runs good. Like, if you play Ark on the PC, it's 100 times different than playing Ark on the Xbox. Because
it probably feels better, because it probably has the processing.
Yeah, it's the processing.
It's the processing.
So it just looks better.
No.
To run the game better.
Well, run better because...
No, Collier. There is... What game was I playing that ran better on
the PC?
Xbox One X than it did on the Xbox X? Oh! It was Mass Effect Andromeda, ironically enough. Mass Effect Andromeda, a game with many problems. No one's going to deny that. But
I had an argument about that with someone else when I was on base too.
It did at least run better when I played on the Xbox One X. Did it look better? No. So it is shit. Yeah. Was the writing any better? No. Turns out you can't patch that out of a game. But at least it ran better. When I was playing it at first, those load times, man. It was like, I am waiting so long just to get to another shitty scene in this game. Exactly. At least this time, I can get there more quickly. So the game runs better. It loads better. And even when your processing power is more, you can do more with a game.
Right.
So that leaves it open for developers to do more, which is probably why some people know about the PlayStation 5, because they probably are getting specs in some prototype sort of. So like, all right, okay, we can work with this.
Yeah, and then even more than that, gaming is moving to VR.
VR's actually kind of died off. PlayStation is taking the lead, but it's like they still don't have a killer app. Also, no one has like a thing like you have to get VR for this. It's like,
but here's the thing, like, and that's what they're developing, because Skyrim is going to VR.
It's already in it.
Well, it already is VR, and they have other games that are moving towards it because they're trying to give a more interactive thing. Like if it doesn't have anything in this next year, VR might be dead in the water. Huh? If it doesn't get anything next year, VR might be dead in the water. That's what a lot of the next steps want. Like the whole reason that the X, one of the benefits of the X, in they're trying to integrate.
God damn, I hate that announcement now. Like, VR ready. What's that mean? What's that mean? VR. And they said that last year at E3, and there's Gamescom, Xbox. There's another E3. There's another goddamn Gamescom.
So we just
that's enough VR. This is like,
we just gotta get gaming developers to work on or to make these games that's also VR compatible.
Well,
that's all. But there's only so far. There's only so few and far in between.
But there's so many games already on. We just have to convert it, and that's the issue. Like Skyrim, it's easy to convert to VR because it's first person, so they don't have to do the whole switch the camera views and all that other stuff. Yeah. All you have to do is just make sure that this person can integrate himself with the character. Yeah. I mean, I know out of all people playing Skyrim, actually being able to say "Das Fuda" into a mic, whatever. Anyways, and say that into the mic and actually see it through some VR glasses, hitting a dragon is the most amazing thought I've ever had in gaming since Fable.
Also, I got a quick question for you guys.
Yes.
Do you know the way?
Oh my god!
You do not know the way.
Follow me, but I will show you the way.
Gandhi freaking Knuckles.
Dude, no, Ugandan Knuckles.
Is Ugandan? What the hell did I say?
Gandhi.
Oh, Gandhi.
I said that.
You do not know the way.
You do not know the way.
You cannot touch your queen.
I said that at the clinic. I was talking with someone, and I said that at the clinic, and then the entire waiting room just went nuts. From like, old farts to like new farts, just with nuts. I forgot to do that into my story because I was already so pissed. I'm just sitting there waiting for my shit. But that's one of the highlights, though. I was talking to my buddies like, "Hey, but I got a real question, real talk though. Do you know the way?" Then he just freaking blew like, "I know the way, my brother." Someone else, "I know the way too, but I will show you the way." Captain walks by like, "What are you guys talking about? Like, you do not know the way. I spit on you."
And I think that is one of the things that like we needed. Like, you needed a meme that's just
something to like embrace this.
I mean, look at the calendar of 2017. There was always a new fresh meme. Every month had a meme to define it. Last year, like if you had a meme calendar, it was that.
Yeah.
So we already have January's. It's gonna get February. We'll be good. We'll just get back on that train. It was.
Oof, man.
I like the combination of memes too.
Yeah.
There's one. I'm not sure if I think I posted it in the group chat. It was like that Knuckles one. There's not Knuckles. That one that the guy with the girl who's turned back to the other girl. Is like,
yes.
Not the way. Knuckles the way.
I mean, but I showed you guys the cell one too.
Oh, I hadn't seen that earlier today.
Oh my god!
The cell.
He brought it to me. He's like, "Oh my god!"
Oh no!
It's like,
how you are right now. I am like literally 5 seconds from blowing you up.
Gosh.
Do you know the way? Oh no! I do not know the way. I spit on you.
If you spit on me one more time.
Allow me to sing you the song of my people. Oh!
Oh. Okay, for anybody who have not seen it,
I don't think there's anyone on the internet
I
who
am
not
saying
seen
it now.
No,
if you have not seen Cell,
you do not know the way.
You do not know the way.
You do not know the way.
You know what? But like, okay, you guys know me. I live in a rock. I love my rock. I live under, just like Patrick Star. I try my best to avoid that. I'm being seeing that shit all over the internet. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to know what the fuck that is. It's Knuckles, but no. I'm just going to stay up under my rock. But people kept on shoving that shit up under my rock. I'm like, all right, fine. What the fuck is it?
By the way, why is it Knuckles when I took off? Sonic was there too. He was like, no, Knuckles.
No, Sonic already has his. Gotta go fast.
Yeah, I know, but he had that same little morph size, whatever that fucking was. Avatar, whatever. They were just like, it was like, but people attached to Knuckles more. Like that's that.
Well, because there's like a video of like a bunch of the little Jelani Knuckles playing one of the VR games.
Yeah, it was like that whole thing. They're on top of the what's that tower in Dragon Ball Z? The lookout, whatever.
Yeah,
Kami's
lookout.
Yeah, but their sounds were there too.
But
people were like Knuckles.
Yeah, because Knuckles was funny. Like Sonic was there, but he's kind of like the side hoe, and Knuckles was
very ironic. Knuckles was the main about it. Okay.
Woo! Someone made a song about that. That was great.
Oh.
Woo.
All right. Well, now that we have officially dated this podcast, I guarantee you that will not be funny in a month. In February, it's gonna be over.
I don't know. This one is going kind of strong compared to some.
They all start like that too.
But, I mean, but like some like they're strong, but they're not like
they don't carry over.
Yeah, they
for too long.
Yeah, this one is like it's just freaking moms and kids and everywhere in the middle of that. Even the social warriors are saying this is wrong, and I'm just saying like
you do not know.
You do not know.
Exactly. Oh, by the way, leave Ugandi Knuckles alone. Shoot, he ain't racist. From 3 black people.
Man, I think I gotta.
I mean, here's the thing.
I don't know if I gotta fart or take a poop, so I'm just gonna wait.
I hate that feeling.
True bravery.
If you take that fart. When's the last time you shit yourself, Collier?
When I was sick.
Wait, what? I didn't say when he was 6. He said when I was sick.
Oh my gosh.
No, but yeah, when I was sick. I was sick and I literally did like poop myself a little bit. I sneezed.
Okay. Now that we brought up this subject,
yeah, what's up?
I have a Korea story.
Oh boy.
Ooh. My sweet Jesus God, don't fall. Anyway.
You sit in this chair. I'll be right back.
I like this chair though. It's comfy.
Yeah, so is that
but
what
you
it has.
almost dying in it.
I do keep almost dying in it. But damn, why are you so warm? Well, back when I was in Korea, my time was spent, army party, whatever. And they went out and bought a soju bowl. People who's from Korea know what this is. It's a giant bowl of just straight soju. Think about like a giant ramen bowl, but a little bit bigger of just pure soju. My first night in Korea, My first night in Korea was just like, yeah, let's go out. Oh no, actually, I think it was a week in Korea. I was like, oh yeah, let's go out. And so we went out to this bar that they always have by the base. Got stupid drunk.
White girl wasted.
Huh?
White girl wasted.
No, it wasn't white girl wasted. It was worse than that. Because white girl wasted is like, But I was like, woo! Like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling amazing. And gets to about probably midnight. It's time to get back on base because there's a curfew and thing. We're in this long line because this is what happens. Everybody comes back. We're in this long line. We're at the end of the line. I had sushi, ramen, a big old milk bowl, a nice milk bowl.
Like a bowl of milk.
Yeah, like a bowl of milk.
Why?
It was good. And salmon and something I couldn't pronounce.
Like salmon. Salmon.
Salmon?
There's an L in there. S-A-L.
My English sucks today. Anyways.
People do that a lot. Everything's like salmon. It's like, it's an L. It's cool though.
Whatever. Anyway.
Salmon. So, I
had all this, and then we get to the gate, and I'm just sitting here like, that was my stomach. And
wait. So you had already consumed these things?
Yes.
Okay, so in my head, you said you're waiting at the gate. I thought you just had your arms full of ramen. I was like, why a bowl of milk? Like, you didn't bring a carton back with you. You brought a bowl. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I ate all this beforehand.
Okay.
And got to the gate. We're sitting here at the gate, and it's just like, I'm ignoring because I'm drunk, so I'm just like, whatever. I'll just throw up when I get to the room, whatever. Mm-hmm. And an hour in, waiting for everybody to go down to the gate, finally get in to get checked to make sure we're not bringing something illegal from Korea onto a military installation. And they're checking me, and they're doing this, and they're checking my ID, and I burp. Loud burp, and it was just like brrr, like it was just a thunderous growl sound of a burp. Yeah. And I just walk off like nothing happened, right? So I'm walking back and I'm smelling something the whole way there. Mm-hmm. Like I'm getting on the bus, walking back, everybody's giving me dirty looks and stuff. I'm just like, well, screw you guys, give you a finger. All right, get off the bus, go to my room, lay down, go to sleep, wake up, leave the room. Go down the hallway to go freaking.
How have you not noticed this morning? How have you not noticed?
I was that drunk.
It seems physically impossible.
Go get some ice. My friend comes up to me and is like, dude, you smell so bad. I was like, you smell bad, asshole. Judge me. You don't know my life.
Don't fucking judge me.
And he's like, what's that going down your leg? From my room all the way to the freaking ice machine. There is a whole line of just pure, nutty, creamy, nasty looking doo-doo coming out from the back of my pants.
Cool.
I was on fire guard that night for the next 2 nights, scrubbing the floors of my doo-doo off the ground.
Christ almighty. Shit on himself. You're a grown man.
You know what? I remember this story. You told me this story before.
Yeah, I've never heard this story before. God damn.
As soon as he said, like, you know what? I went to, my first week here in Korea. We got a soju, but I'm like, I know this.
He said, okay, I can go to the bathroom. Alright, so did you have to shit or was it just...
No, I didn't have to poop.
Okay. So I was just asking to ask. I don't have a shit telling story, but now I feel left out.
So So you never pooped yourself?
Well, I mean, when I was a very young child, yeah, so that's not very interesting. I was a very young child. It was expected.
Yeah, I was just like really, really sick. And like me, I'm like, no, I always do this thing with myself. Like what Gavin does, like, if you ever feel sick, like, no, I'm not going to get sick. I'm not sick. And then you just like keep going with it. That's what I do now. Because Gavin's my spirit animal. I take after him.
Gavin's my spirit animal.
So.
Hear that, Gavin? You're someone's spirit animal.
So, I keep telling myself, I'm not sick. I'm not sick. My body's weak, but my mind is strong.
I love Futurama.
I don't get that reference, but like, I'm doing the laundry. And I'm just...
Every fucking time. I don't get that reference. Like, you made it!
You need to watch Futurama, bud.
Man, good luck trying to find this. Oh, it's still
on Netflix.
No, it's not. They took it off.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
You brought it back?
It's been there.
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
I guess when they took it off.
Wow, they didn't take it off. At least not yet.
They were taking it off.
Well, then I guess people said, fuck that, don't you take away my Futurama, and they didn't do it.
Well, good. They don't need to. That's actually where we started stopped watching it, because I was trying to catch all the way up back to, like, doing it back in, they said take it off. I was like, well, I'm not going to make it, so.
Well, tell me this. Does Leela and Fry finally get together? Because that's been hinted since like the first.
Spoiler alert! Before anything I say, I'm telling people on the internet that do not watch Futurama.
But
skip the next 5 seconds of my statement. Yes, they do get together at the end of the series, and it's a whole little thing.
At the end of the series.
The end of the series.
At the very end, and then that's it.
Final episode. It's those two getting together.
It's a lot longer than 5 seconds.
Now you may come back because the spoiler is not over. So anyways, back to my story. Doing laundry.
I'm glad that Fry and Leela get back together. I'm sorry. Did I spoil a how many year old series that were canceled and came back twice? Ooh. Like 15 movies. Get the fuck over here.
He is not feeling sorry for anybody right now.
No love.
2-week rule. If you didn't watch it in, you don't care that much about it. I couldn't do it, so I guess good. But still, I was like, whatever. I didn't get to the end of the series. He told me that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, me too. Like, okay, so now
it's not a plot-driven show.
Oh, no,
it's like
whatever.
Really? Week to week to week. It's like it has overarching things, but like week to week, I think there's like maybe the occasional one that have like you have to watch the last week's to get what's going on this week. But besides that, it's like you can literally turn an episode and just watch it.
That's true.
It'll just be just fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, even if you just watched the last episode, you probably would have been like, oh, okay, these people finally got together. Cool.
Yeah, that's true.
And then that's it. That's it. I mean, they've done it before in the series too. They've gotten together, and then it's like that doesn't work.
Huh.
Some very strong emotional moments in that show, though, that you would not expect from a Comedy Central TV show.
Yeah, the Fry's dog.
Fry's dog.
Oh.
When he figured out about his brother, and he thought his brother stole his all identity, and then it was like, oh no, he named his son after him because he went missing, and then his son accomplished Fry's dream. And that, I was like...
Oh.
Cool! Cool! I mean, that's a... Let's, woo!
and that's why Futurama is so good, because they have the comedy in there.
It just has like one of those moments where it just...
Yeah, a lot of comedy. Yeah. That's why I like about when people subvert expectations, because then you can really hit them with something. And like, that's actually probably why the last 3 chapters of Ruby Volume 3 hit so hard, because up to that point, things were like kind of, all right, cool. Everything is fine. Everything is nice.
And then round 1, fight, boom!
And then Volume 3 just kind of does...
Yeah.
Which is actually one of the reasons I'm afraid for this next volume, because I'm getting a lot of the same feelings I got at the end of Volume 2. And I was like, uh-oh. This is who's dying next season? I don't like this.
Ready for round 2?
Man, Ren, you got a lot of character development last volume. You want to maybe
God.
sit one out? No, you're not taking every fight, please. Thank you. I mean...
If there's... Okay.
I connected a lot with Ren last season, and then I was very scared that they were going to kill him. I was like, don't you do it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, I mean, like, the whole theory that we had before is I'm almost positive.
Wait, should we get into
that
Ruby spoiler?
Raven-
We might start talking about Ruby. I'm not sure. Because that's not been out for 2 weeks. That's not been out yet.
No, it's not.
Okay.
We can have everything before in our theories, but not like what's been going on right now.
Okay.
Are we going to talk Ruby spoilers? Oh.
No,
No.
not for like I said before.
What I was
not
gonna
for
say would
this
definitely be a spoiler.
Okay.
So
because it just came out last Saturday.
okay, so
for Rooster Teeth members, not for YouTube. YouTube is still hasn't seen the finale yet.
Oh, okay. So we still got to hold off for like later on.
Yeah.
But like I said before, we're not going to talk about this last episode or like maybe like the last 3 episodes.
oh yeah, but like what I was gonna say was going to be a spoiler.
Yeah.
So
That's why I was asking.
yeah, so I was like, okay, that's
So,
good.
yeah,
All right, so we'll kill
That one I will because like 2 week rule.
Yeah.
2 week rule.
All right, we'll kill that topic then. But
I like Ruby.
What's that like?
That's what I'm saying. I like Ruby.
Ruby's
Is
so
there
good.
is there any theories or like or shippings that you like would rather see?
Huh?
Any theories that you have or like any possible shippings or shipping names? Because me and Jelani, we're thinking about like crazy shipping names for self characters.
Oh yeah, but character with yourself. Shopkeep and Shopkeep. Multitasker. Dude, that old man does everything in that town. He is the reason Vale still operates. I'm telling you right now.
And okay, what was a good one? Crow and Crow.
Murder of crows. Oh, just murder. Just murder.
Oh goodness.
Who was Raven and Raven? Birds of a Feather?
Was it Birds of Feather? I think it might have been Crow and Raven, which was like, ah!
Wait, what?
People ship their siblings too, and it's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Ruby and Yang is called Enabler. It's just,
Enabler.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You know what's one of my favorites? Penny and Penny. 2 cents.
Get it?
Yeah. Still 2 cents penny.
I know.
Penny and Pira. Quarters.
Stop!
It helps me deal with the pain.
Oh goodness.
Mercury and Mercury could be Taekwondo.
That could be. I think fun was a little weak. You gotta play on a name more. I don't know. I got nothing for it.
He's all the kicks, though.
Ember and Ember.
Got nothing for that. Sun and...
Wait.
Ember and Ember? Oh, I'm thinking of Cinder for some reason.
Yeah, who's Ember?
Not Ember.
Emerald?
Emerald.
No,
yeah.
not Emerald. The freaking
colored hair. Come on.
freaking covered eyes.
Cinder.
Oh, yeah,
Cinder. Okay, so
Cinder
it
is
was
it.
Cinder.
Wait, we did have something for Cinder too.
Did I?
I think it was like smoldering or ashes or something. What was it? Something had to deal with fire. It was like pretty clever.
I can't remember. I must have been drunk.
You were drunk.
I'll try to
Trying to remember with more alcohol.
Girl will tell you in a little bit.
And then we had let's see,
Too hot to try.
Sun and Sun was walking. Sun and Sun was walking on sunshine.
Sun is walking on sunshine. That's right.
Oh goodness.
Oh man, there's some really fucking clever names out there. Wow.
Blake and Blake was Black Cat or something. And then Winter, not Winter. The mini Winter. I can't think of her name right now. The little sister. Weiss. Thank you. I think Weiss was what was it?
Wait, how long has it been since that episode? It's been more than 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Great Cornholio.
What?
Great Cornholio.
Weiss and Weiss?
Yeah. Great Cornfolio.
Oh jeez.
Ooh.
It was the whole part that was the pun, people. I'm not sure if anyone got that.
I get it.
I'm making sure.
God damn.
Oh,
It helped me deal with the pain.
Nora and Nora was what was it? Thor? God Offender?
That's
You had a good one for Nora.
Nora.
Proper charge.
Nah, it literally had to do something with Thor too.
Was it Norse Lightning? No.
Or Norse Thor. Norse something.
It's so I should have been writing these down. I should have been writing them down. Like wait,
I text one to you too. I text one to you.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Alright, cool. You filled your phone. I don't mind. Anyway, before we get on this tangent, us naming Ruby names. What else did you want to talk about?
Shoot.
You can't look yours.
I got some stuff to bitch about the Golden Globes about if he wants to hear that for a little bit.
Yeah,
Think about
what's up? Hey.
The Golden Globes. You know the the whole wide world sort of like, congratulations, you did a good job with the movie thing.
Right.
Still doesn't know. Yeah. And it's still like one of the most political things that I don't get people coming like this. Why are the politics in these speeches? Like, the whole show is political. There are a lot of things that don't get on this list that should. Like, for the fact that Get Out was under the best comedy and or musical. Yes, Get Out. Guy stuck.
The dude that was stuck in the white.
Yeah, the guy stuck in. Spoiler for Get Out if you haven't seen this movie. I don't think anyone hasn't seen this movie. You know, he's just stuck. Place he doesn't know. Family literally trying to steal his body, make him a prisoner in his own body for someone else to move into it. Yeah. Funny. It's hilarious.
Like, how?
They said they learned a lesson after The Martian was nominated under that same category. The Martian. Yes. He's alone on Mars, stranded. He may never see his family again. He might die.
Yeah.
Funny.
It's just like how
they said, all right, things like that will be nominated under the prop categories of drama, so in other films. It's like, and then they did this. I was like, you don't listen. You don't learn.
Not even a little bit, because that is the furthest thing from.
There are comedic tones in it, sure, because, you know, Jordan Peele directed it. You know, yeah, you're going to be comedic in some parts, but as a whole, not a comedy.
Yeah. I would never qualify that as.
Remember the part when he was talking about his mom getting hit and run and she died on the street alone?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
What the hell?
Alright, so I'm.
But I mean, most of the Globe.
I don't really consider Golden Globes like it happens, whatever.
That's not one of my.
Jordan Peele not nominated for best director at all.
How?
Because it's political. They're just like, well, we're going to have the actor in the movie, so at least Jordan Peele will show up, but we don't have to actually nominate him for anything. You know.
That's just like freaking what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. No, was it Robert Downey Jr. Who still hasn't got his
Oscar
or Oscar?
Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio finally got one.
Leo finally got it because the whole internet freaking was pissed after fucking what movie was that? There was a movie that
take your pick.
Well, like there was a specific.
Was he didn't give a great Titanic? What else was he in? Inception was one of them.
Yeah.
Inception wasn't nominated because it's like, well, it's a blockbuster film. It's like, if it's better than the rest of your films, yes.
And especially that year, the year Inception came out, I don't think it had really anything to compete with it.
That Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. He was. Django Unchained.
Django's and then the most known improv scene ever in.
Yeah, and just like his hands bleeding. It's like that's real blood. He wasn't supposed to do that. He just kept going.
Like that. Like that whole scene is improv, and I was just like, "Damn, is this even a movie? Like, am I watching something different right now?" And that didn't even get it. But there's a lot of actors that really deserve their place in the world, and people and the rest of the world knows. Hell, Will Smith, for instance. I don't think he's got one either.
Yeah, look at a lot of his works.
Well, okay, I'll give you some of his works, but he has.
Pursuit of Happiness is something that should have definitely gotten him something, but it didn't.
I mean, and then he has like different movies that he's portraying differently. Mm-hmm. Like what's it called? I Am Legend.
Yeah,
that's another one I think he deserved. Freaking. I can't come up with all Will Smith's movies off the top of my head, but I will.
Independence Day?
No.
Yeah.
It's
supposed to be bad, right?
Yeah. It still holds for me. I still enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, I still enjoy it. I enjoy the shit out of it.
Is
it good, though? No. Absolutely not. That is a step away from being a Michael Bay film.
A step away.
Because it's...
If a movie can be like a Michael Bay film without the actor Michael Bay in it, I think that it should, be recognized for something.
It is. It's Independence Day.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But there's a lot, and like I was saying, there's a lot of other actors. Like those are just the first two off the top of my head because I know them off the top of my head. Just never gotten one. But there's a lot of actors that really deserve the notification of. Yeah, you were some of the greatest actors of. Like I said before, Robert Downey Jr.
I recently saw him in what was it?
Freaking Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and freaking
highly underrated film, The Soloist.
Right.
Him and Jamie Foxx,
so
they killed it.
That was
they
so good.
Killed it. And I was like, why is no one talking about this movie?
It was barely it was publicized like a couple times.
Yeah, I never saw a trailer for it. I saw like on a DVD, it's like coming out soon. The Soloist.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck was this movie?
The freaking the movie that we freaking went to sing for like a long time ago, Rock and Roller.
Rock and Roller was.
That is just some of the best dialogue.
It's on HBO. And so I got it on HBO now, and I watched it. I was like, it's
right,
so good,
and it still holds
so
up.
good.
And it's that's some of the best dialogue I've ever heard.
Idris Elba in there.
Exactly.
Gerard Butler. Yeah, I mean, he's not doing much. Well, he's doing something with his career, but he's there. Shit, you're here. Yeah, with no spoiler. Never mind.
Never mind that.
Yeah, I'm about to. It's a spoiler for him because we're doing a series. Spoiler.
They're trying to. And then also another thing is freaking what's it called? Benedict Cumberbatch. I can always mess up his name.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Smell.
Like he's one of the greatest actors of our time.
He's a good actor. He does have a problem that when some roles that he does try to pronunciate too much.
Yeah.
Like too hard. Like you can see his emotions in his face every time he says a single word.
Yeah.
Like that. Like that's like.
And then in some roles, yeah, it works. In some roles, it
Are you
doesn't.
just doing that because you did that in the Star Trek movie?
Star Trek, Smell, pick a pick.
Yeah. Like
I am death. All right, calm down.
But I mean,
we call him for it's like we're not.
But even with his shortcomings, I still say he's one of the greatest actors.
He's a good actor. Yeah, definitely good.
Where did he came from? What was it? Sherlock and something.
He was in Sherlock.
Something else British, I think.
He has to stop trying to do. He has to stop trying to do accents though.
Yeah,
that's one of his bigger comings. That's when he goes to a role. It's like, okay, Benedict, you have a normal voice, fine enough. You don't have to actually do the accent. Like he was in this one movie, I forgot what it was called, but he's doing this Southern thing, and it's like, God damn. And there's another one, we're trying to do a Boston accent. It's just, God damn, just stop.
And I absolutely agree. Like I said,
like we learned that lesson real hard when it came to Blood Diamond.
Oh yeah.
No matter how good you are, whatever accent the fuck he was doing was not the accent he was trying to go for.
Never did it after that.
It was like,
he's just like, this is not my thing.
Nope.
This is not where I excel at.
I'm just gonna stop it right here. This in the chest, lock it, and throw away the key.
But I think that's the issue is that they have such good movies that once they have a bad movie, it's just like that's what people see.
Yeah, no one really acknowledges for all that. I mean, it's just like the military. You can do good all you want, but the moment you fuck up, then you're on everyone's shit list.
Yep.
So don't fuck up. It was it is.
I mean, that's the only how you say it on the radar. It's just like, just keep to yourself and just do the things the right way. And say different movies. Okay, yeah, good movie. And then that woman, yeah, I remember him for that one bad movie that I saw. Like, okay, but what about the rest of the good movies? Like, nah, it's that one bad movie. Like, all right, please. Like, let's see. There's this woman who plays in Empire with, what's his face?
Terrence Howard.
There we go, Terrence Howard. The only reason why I recognize her is because of Empire. I don't like Empire because of her. But like, okay, she plays the part well, but she does it so well that I don't like the character, and also I kind of don't like her because I'm kind of projected like the person.
Which is a good. This time you're doing a good job. You're doing a great job that someone hates you, and you're they hate your guts. Now
they hate you as a person. Your character.
Yeah,
that is a good actor.
And now he just did this thing like this whole spy thing, or like what was it? My mom can go and see it. Like, she's like secret agent or whatever, or CIA operative or something. Where all of a sudden, like, her son gets kidnapped, and now she's hunting down the dude or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I've heard of a movie. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, I heard, and it's got no one advertised this thing at all. Just, people saying it was good. It was like, but no one advertised it at all, so no one knew it came out.
Yeah, so she's in it, like, oh.
Taraji B. Henson, I believe
it's you again.
Taraji B. Henson, right? Did I think that's her name?
One more time?
Taraji B. Henson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh, it's you again. You're from that one show that I never really finished because you was in it.
Yeah.
But
the movie concept is good, but I just can't bring myself to watch the movie just because of the fact that she's in it. Because I'm ruined and spoiled from the character that she played in Empire. That's a really good actress.
But here, like she's another one of those actors on the list. People I say because anytime I see her as the villain in any movie or even at, like something that's fierce, a fierce woman in a movie.
Yeah,
she does it so goddamn well.
I probably would watch a movie if she was like deliberate. Wait, what movie is she like a villain in? Like
the one movie with the cheating wife and
freaking okay, I know who you're talking about. What is it like? The white girl comes in.
Yeah.
I know exactly what. That's right. He was. Wait, no. I thought it was was it Beyonce?
No. That was her.
It was her.
Yeah.
Huh? Because I did watch that movie all the way through, and I didn't really recognize her a little bit. But yeah, I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
Yeah.
White girl came in, tried to steal her husband, made it seem like he was cheating on her, and the white girl was literally a homewrecker.
And it was actually a pretty good movie.
Wait, no, she wasn't the villain. She was just the wife.
No. You are correct. Okay, so I'm not sure. I can't come up with one off the top of my head.
But like, if there is a movie that does come out that she stars and she's like legitimately like just a pure evil villainess, then I may watch the movie because that's kind of like the attitude that I got off of her original character from Empire.
Right.
Just like a weird scheming type of person. It's like I don't like this. You got out of prison because you took the fall for your husband, and now you come back, and then like your husband's kind of like moved on, and you don't like that, and now you're scheming things to bring him and his entire empire down.
All right.
So that's the kind of impression that I got. Like, okay, no, I can't do this. I tried to do this for Terrence Howard because he rejected his role from Iron Man because he wasn't getting as paid as much as Robert Downey Jr. But
you were not the main character.
I know
it's so weird.
But
what?
The deal that he would have had of across all the other Avenger movies and all the other Iron Man movies that was coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, because our boy Don Cheadle, he's
Don Cheadle's like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. Don Cheadle's like,
right? Like
I'll do it.
Like what you mean?
They
have a whole series coming.
I like working.
I won't man standing right next to Robert.
And I bet that decision to leave that movie was like the worst decision he's ever made.
Which honestly is like. That is weird. They had to recast, but didn't move up. They've done this twice now with them. They did it with Terrence Howard going to Don Cheadle, and they did this with Edward Norton going to fucking
what was Edward Norton?
He was Hulk, Incredible Hulk,
right.
And they moved to Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
it was like, how did you move up? How did you do that twice?
Right. So that's another.
There was another actor who played Hulk.
And the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
Incredible Hulk.
Because I didn't see that.
I
saw the Hulk. And I got spoiled right. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. I am not doing this again.
That's what everybody says, but he did phenomenal in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah.
That was just beautiful.
Yes.
Like, if I ever wanted somebody to ever
the first time he actually voiced the Hulk.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, that was just so good. And that's the thing about the Marvel movies, is that, yes, they can move up because...
They're planning.
They've done everything right so far, except for like a few couple snags. Ant-Man.
Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3. Iron Man 2. I still give them.
Iron Man 2.
Wait, which one was the one with the
Mandarin?
Yeah, Mandarin.
That's Iron Man 3.
Okay, yes, that's the only one I say.
Which honestly, any other movie,
Hello,
that is a good Shane Black film. But it's not what the MCU needed at that moment.
Exactly.
Because it was like, it's right after the Avengers. You need to establish what's coming next.
Yeah.
And a lot of it honestly, again, it was a very tricky transition period. Disney had just bought them. They already started making this movie, so things were already in the works. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not really Disney's fault, but it's like they need to try to set up what was coming next, and then they never really got that ball rolling on what was happening. So when Age of Ultron came out, and no one knew who Ultron was, it was like, yeah, because you didn't set anything up. People knew who Loki was because Thor came out before.
Yeah.
You had Thor, and you knew what was going on there. So
when the first Avengers came out, everyone was prepared.
Yes. So
then all of a sudden it's Ultron.
But imagine, if you will, a world where Avengers happen, and Tony starts suffering with the PTSD. he starts trying to, like, with the building of suits, he also starts trying to develop an AI.
Right.
Like, Jarvis trying to help him develop an AI that they just... Ultron. They make Ultron stand for something. Whatever. Yeah. But it keeps failing, but and then you can kind of see Ultron kind of shaking off. And then when Age of Ultron comes out, you know what's about to happen.
Exactly. And it wasn't just
it's something that happened. By the way, Dark World, I will still say it's probably the worst thing.
Yeah, that is the worst.
That movie does not take off until after an hour. That movie was like, Jesus Christ! It is an hour of nothing until the action actually starts. Like, oh my, Thor doing Thor shit is cool, but it's man,
like I can't.
And that's why I'm glad they changed the formula for Ragnarok. Yeah. They changed the whole after all of the Thor. They changed the whole formula of Ragnarok.
I still have some problems with it, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there are still little staples.
I mean, some like a bigger grief is like it was funny,
right?
I think I've started talking about this, right?
Yeah.
I'll recap. It's funny, but it's too funny for its own good.
Yeah,
there are parts of it that don't need jokes.
Yeah,
okay.
Like when spoiler for the Ragnarok. I'm pretty
every corner there's a joke somewhere.
Yeah, like Asgard's being destroyed. These people are watching their home be destroyed. It's a joke. It's like,
okay.
It's like, hey, with a little bit of chucking.
I mean, the foundation is still there.
It's like, I don't need you to say anything right now. I need to live in the moment with these people. It was funny. It's like Futurama does. It's funny, but then it hits you with the emotional moment. They need to feel comfortable with taking the full swing.
Yeah.
They wind up for it, but then it's like, nah, people are going to feel too much about they need to feel laughed.
And I think that's what they're worried about because
they're worried about the backlash about it?
No, it's not just the backlash, but it's we've had all the other three Thors just be like I'm doing punching motions, by the way. all punching you all up inside the stomach over and over.
All action and stuff. All Thor stuff.
Exactly. And then they didn't get good reviews. They weren't reclaimed.
I mean, Thor got better reviews than anyone thought it would because, let's be honest, it was better than anyone thought it was going to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mostly because Tom Hiddleston, thank you.
Valkyrie?
Loki.
No,
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Tom Hiddleston. I thought you were talking about the girl who plays Valkyrie.
Tessa Thompson, no.
Okay. Your love, your life.
How should immediately character on screen. You're taking a swig of the bottle. He's all gonna falls over. I said, I'm in love. My beating heart. But anyway, what was I saying? But
yeah, it was going to be better than it was going to be.
It was better than it was going to be. It still suffered. The only reason that suffered story-wise is because Thor learned this whole lesson on humility and everything over the course of a long weekend. That movie takes place within 3 days.
Yeah.
It's like, you learn a lifelong lesson in 3 days. Sure. That and Loki's plan doesn't really make that much sense. He's still good. That's how good he is. His plan makes diddly sense. But you were on board with him the entire time. Like, yeah, sure. Yeah, the Frost Giants said, fucking, yeah, you saved Odin from that plan that you caused. Whatever. You're still cool.
And that's what I'm loving about Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
Loki. So this that's what I love about Loki and how he's being portrayed is that he is the god of mischief and chaos. Mm-hmm. He is entitling that down to the key by just how his plan is just, I'm going to do something and I will figure out the details later. If it doesn't work that way, I'm still going to do something. Yeah. That's his whole plan right there.
Just know that there's going to be chaos and mischief along the way. Okay, you need to stop walking through.
If I had a charger, it'd be a whole different dealio. Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, just making sure.
I know you moved the laptop, which we're recording off of. Did you catch the cameo from when Loki was doing that play? He was in there?
Wow, which one?
The play in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
You caught the cameo?
Maybe. Hold on. Which cameo?
There was a cameo.
There was a lot of Easter eggs in that movie.
Oh, yeah, there were.
So, talk about the one that was in the play. Because I missed it, too.
So, Matt Damon was there.
Who?
Matt Damon.
Oh, yeah, okay, I did
Matt Damon, Sam Neill was there, and Austin. Yeah. Sam Neill, the Jurassic Park guy. got the hat.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
He was there, and I think Thor's little brother was playing Thor in there. It was just not Liam Hemsworth, but the other one that people don't know about. There are 3 Hemsworth brothers.
Oh really?
Yes, there's a third.
Oh shoot.
Wait.
I think that. I'm not sure. I've heard it in over the course of time. It's not really important to me, so it's just like, eh. But I recall there being a Hemsworth brother somewhere. I might be completely wrong. Someone will tell me. But for right now, I am right, and that's all that matters.
And no, I did get that. I did get that cameo. I had to get like the more information because you just like to play it. I was like, yeah, there's that whole scene is Easter egg, like everything about it. There's like 14 Easter eggs in that one scene.
Oh, also the thing that movie just kind of glossed over too was the death of the Warriors 3. But that's also the problem with Thor's movies is that they don't really talk about those characters, so you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Lady Sif in the Warriors 3.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't say Lady Sif, you don't know who I'm talking about. I didn't say Lady Sif because Lady Sif did not die in the movie.
Yeah.
She's somewhere. I guess if you watch Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know. But anyway, yeah. The Warriors 3, they all just, dispatched him like, she's hella's cutting through cardboard paper at this point. Dead. One guy has like a stat. Dead. Yeah. Everyone's
dead. I noticed that. I did notice that because they built their characters somewhat in the other movies.
They tried.
Yeah, they tried. And then I guess they were just like, people want to people want to go in for it. Kill these motherfuckers. Got you. Ha!
I mean, I understand that, but honestly, at some point, it's like, you could actually try hard to build their characters too. You could.
Well, and I think the only reason they didn't do that is because this year they have Infinity War coming out. There's Infinity War coming out. You have so many characters that's gonna need screen time, and so many characters.
I am sitting here looking at this movie like, how are you making this movie? How?
Because they've been setting this
because
up.
they're afraid to kill people, so I was like, who someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
Because the Marvel's still going. They said they're still going after this movie. It's like, well, someone's going to die because you need to.
Someone's about to get their contract terminated.
Yeah. There's no way that this universe is still going with all these people still in it. Right. All these people still contractually obligated to show up for these films.
Right.
I think, so right now has had his run. He's probably going to be the one.
In Civil War, I am torn about if he should have died or not.
Who?
Don Cheadle. War Machine. Because part of it, that's a big, very big fault. Logically, he should have died. But emotionally, if he had died, Tony would not have went there looking to work a Cap.
Exactly.
Tony would already went there looking for blood.
Exactly.
But I need to have him turn looking for blood after the whole mother thing.
Right.
Yeah. Which was a much better
better
execution than, let's say, the mother motivation in Batman Superman. But anyway, those movies are very similar if you look at them. It's just the execution is different.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. How you gonna say I'm gonna kill you because our moms have the same name?
No, I'm not going to kill you because our mom has the same name.
Yeah,
you can kill everyone on this planet, but your mom has the same as mine. We're cool.
Yeah, like they were like. They did the whole thing, gave a full emotional effect of this situation. Is this? He's watching the video of his mother and father inside a car. This guy crashes the car, takes out your mother and father. You're watching them die.
And guess what?
Right
the dude is right next to you as well.
Yeah. And this dude is right next to you.
But then he asked his friend, did you know?
Yeah.
And then he says, yes.
Done.
It's on. It's on.
It's
like
cracking,
even that delivery he gave too. He's like, he's like,
it wasn't him.
It wasn't him. I don't care. He killed my mom. Just that delivery is like, God.
Right. Like there's nothing you can tell me after that. Like there's no words.
It's on and cracking.
It's right here. Mm-hmm. Post cannons out. Let's go.
Now it's a fight of I'm going to kill your best friend from like 1960s
but
or
here's
whatever,
the thing.
because he killed my mom, but also
because
I'm gonna
Cap had the it's okay. Cap had the moment to tell. He could have told him at any point.
Yeah, because
he knew him Winter Soldier.
Right. Yeah.
It did. He goes on after that. They were all clear for a very long time.
Right.
Cap kept his mouth fucking shut.
Right.
Like
But here's another thing is I honestly don't think he was going for blood.
I think he was trying to kill him. He busted that arm off real quick.
Well, but you're blasting off a metal arm. That I don't feel like it's. This is.
Well, I mean, the metal arm was in front. The metal arm was in gun range. It was like right there. It's like, well, you're about to get yanked shell off. I'm sorry.
Dude.
Jeez. It doesn't go with the pain.
and that's my biggest thing is that like. This is the person who has all these gadgets and all this other stuff. You're fighting two super soldiers.
A super soldier and a guy with a robot arm.
Yeah, and a guy with a robot arm.
The super soldier also got a robot arm.
Yeah, they're both super soldiers.
But he doesn't have like.
He does.
Yes,
he has a serum.
He has a type, a form of the serum. It's not.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they was using him as like a base test subject to use on the others.
Exactly.
Okay, that's right.
The only person who has the proper superhero system is Cap.
Okay.
And the secret is serum died.
And then the rest of the Marvel Universe is built on people trying to build that. That's what it is. Hulk, same thing.
Yep.
Winter Soldier, same thing. It's like, even Nick Fury in the comics, same thing. That's why Nick Fury lives for so goddamn long. Yep. Which is why Winter Soldier, they do not show his date of birth. Just in case you want to keep that one open. Black Widow, actually, I think it was the Russian equivalent of the same thing, too. Which is why she lived so long. And actually, in the comics, her and Winter Soldier were lovers, but they were lovers. Winter Soldier, but every time they would combat each other, then they would get to know each other. But then he would have to go under, and he'd forget everything because it wiped his mind, and it would just keep happening over, and they kept going through the same cycle.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
It's like I'm falling in love with you all over again, but this point it should not matter because
it just keeps happening. Yeah. It keeps happening to him. So yeah.
You know what? That reminds me of what was it? A lore thing that I was reading about Cade 6 in Destiny 2.
Yeah.
About like he was a human at first, but he became an exo. And every time he went to go do something or something went wrong with his exo, he had to be rebooted. So shut down and brought back up. But every time he did, he would lose some of his stuff. He was still like, okay, I remember doing this.
Oh, you know, it's Banshee 44.
Huh?
It's Banshee 44.
No, it also happens to Cade 6 because the 6.
It's how they've been rebooted.
How many times they've been rebooted? But he kept a book that he was writing.
Nice.
So it's like, what does this book mean? So I'm guessing this is like my past life, and I'm trying to make
that's smart.
Yeah, but it's.
But I feel the book almost meant nothing. But like, it's a heart shattering story because
Banshee 44 is worse because Frost made a joke because he has that line of the dialogue like, "I won't forget the people who lost. I won't forget. I won't forget." And Frost's like, "Yeah, you will." But then it was like. But then I learned the lore about why his name is Banshee 44. It's like
he's been rebooted 44
times. And he keeps forgetting this everything. It's like, well, now I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Now I feel bad. Like I feel bad for laughing.
That's the only problem when you don't know somebody's history.
Yeah, like, you're making judgment.
It's funny in the moment, but
what you learned is funny in the moment.
It was still probably funny, but knowing history about it makes it like.
That awkward moment.
Yeah, so like the whole thing with Natasha and Bucky being lovers when I and Bucky's.
Yeah.
So wait, Natasha's the only one who actually remembers all this, but he has to go under and forget.
Yeah.
In the comics, yes.
In the comics.
Oh, that is so sad. Oh.
Did you just now put the pieces together?
She remembers. He doesn't.
I mean, I got it before, but they're like just going over
that your mind clicked.
And it's like she recognizes it from the kill pattern. It's like, okay, I know who it is. She just tracks him down, and like because he starts gaining his humanity and everything, remembering stuff, and it's like, oh, I did something bad. I'm going to pay respect to the person I killed. I'm going to try to help out their family what I can. Yeah. It's like a lot of tragic stories in comic books. Let's be honest here. They're not all, oh man, Superman, you're so great. There's a lot of
pretty deep stuff.
There's some woo. Some good storytelling there. There's some crazy storytelling too. There's some like.
Yeah, that's
what. There's also like
Wolverine watches his own kids, brothers and sisters have like incestuous sex and just getting nine, just sitting there like.
And then it's the whole thing with Ant-Man, why they didn't use Ray Palmer
and Hank Pym, because Hank Pym was a wife-beating rapist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And even like Cap had a fight with him, and it's like, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? And it's like, and he's like, let's go, me and you, right now. Let's go. Yeah. Get big. Let's go. Get big. He's really like, square up. Let's go. And like, no, it's like Cap's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you right now, dude.
I hate to joke about this, but How would that be in older times? Because we know, like, right now, you'd be like, Dukes up, let's go. Do they do like the whole old school thing?
Fisticuffs?
Yeah, fisticuffs.
No, I think it was recent. I think it was like in the 80s when they did that.
Oh, okay.
I think at least I think so. I'm not sure when they did that run, but it's like Cap's like, Skull, let's get big.
Okay.
Because I wanted to take you at your best so I can take your ass down. That's what he wanted him to do. Like, even Cap has some interesting characters. I mean, moments with the characters, like when he was fighting when he wanted to fight the Punisher too, because Punisher kept killing people. It's like,
wait, who?
The Punisher.
I said the Cap.
Cap
fought
wanted to
Punisher.
fight Punisher.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought the Punisher was DC. I'm sorry.
Oh, you wish. You wish it was. No, he's Marvel. But yeah, it was like, and then he's like fighting him. It's like, why aren't you getting me back? He's like, you didn't deserve it.
Oh.
Like Punisher, he was like, even though he's getting hit, he's like, I'm still not afraid of you. I could probably take you if I wanted to. But you didn't do anything to deserve it, so I'm not going to. It was like, I want to see that fight.
That's the whole concept behind the Punisher.
Yeah.
The reason the Punisher does what he does.
His philosophy is like,
his philosophy is to kill people who deserve to be killed.
Which is why the conversation on the rooftop in season 2 of Daredevil is better than anything you see on Batman and Superman.
Exactly.
That's why, because the philosophies were clashing. You're like, I get where both of them are coming from.
Exactly. That's the hardest thing to say. Is like,
because think about me and you. When I beat them down, they stay down.
Yes.
Yeah. And when he said that statement, it's just like, that is very true. Because I mean, yeah, you put them in jail, they do all this stuff, and they come out.
I even Turk said that. It's like, you know what? It's whatever. Because you know what? I'll be out in a month. And Deborah said like, not someone's like, I'll see you then. It's like, yeah, but you're still gonna be out in a month. I'm not saying you killed a dude, but he's gonna be out in a month. Yeah. You've not changed anything. You've only delayed it.
Yeah. And that's one thing I've always respected about anti-heroes versus full-blown heroes.
Yeah.
Because this guy behind me, Superman. Yeah. He doesn't kill. He doesn't do all this thing. But a lot of your problems would be solved if you just snap this guy's neck.
All right. Okay. So in Man of Steel, I gotta defend this movie. I gotta defend this movie because people got on its case about when he killed Zod.
Right.
What does Zod? Zod said, my entire purpose was to ensure the survival of Krypton. Note this. They just killed the rest of the Kryptonians. It is Superman and Zod. And I'm spoiler. They making more Kryptonians. That's not how that works. So he's like, that's not my purpose. So now my purpose is to kill everything. Everything you care about, all these people, they're gone. They're dead. Right. So he was like, in the end of the fight, they're in there. He sees people. He's like, oh, I'm going to kill them now. He starts playing. Superman is like, no, stop doing this. What's he say? He says, never. Well, I mean, you gave him a choice. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it still. Exactly. I liked where they were going. It's like, if you can keep this up, you can have something that's going to rival Marvel, but going in a different way too. Which is, it's funny. But they bitched out about the feedback. It's like, no, you need to double down. Like, people, this is what you're in for. We're going to take you on.
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're going to stick to it. You're going to learn to love it.
And Superman, just as a character, as a...
That made Superman flawed.
Yeah.
That made him flawed. It was the one thing that they can't seem to get most of the time. It's like, we can't make him flawed. It's like, you just did. You just did it. Okay? You managed to fucking do it. and then they bitched out.
And that's the one story that Superman has ever had. And it's a movie. It's an adaptation that he's had that truly shows his pain. He has Injustice, and he has this movie.
Even that, not only did he just kill for the first time ever, he killed the only other Kryptonian. The only other of his people that he knows of. Okay, he knows of. Supergirl is still in this universe somewhere. Yeah. But the only one that he knows of, he just killed. He is now, to his knowledge, the last of his people.
Yeah.
He is alone again. What that does to a person. Follow up with Man of Steel 2. Something. Give me something.
Exactly. And then, even more than that, instead of freaking going into Justice, they could have done a spin-off the Injustice series. And freaking made Superman basically lose his humanity. Yeah. And Batman, and Batman and all them could have won him back. Yeah. And he had to prove himself to the rest, giving him a flaw, giving him a reason to have to prove his humanity again. Yes. Right. Because this God that everybody worships.
By the way, People say Batman's not supposed to kill, but theatrically he's always killed. But still,
well, yeah, theatrically he's always killed.
But, I mean, Ra's al Ghul, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna save you either. Float away. It's like that's still manslaughter. Yeah. So you still killed that person technically. But Harvey did. You still killed him in Dark Knight. I'm sorry. You pushed him off the cliff. The fall might have killed him, but you didn't help.
You kind of insisted that.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing is I hate freaking Batfleck with a passion. I hate Batfleck.
He was the one of the few parts of the movie that worked for me.
No. Is it Ben Affleck in the Batman suit or just him being Bruce Wayne?
No.
Him as Batman or as Bruce Wayne?
Him as both. I do not like him as that. And simply because we've had a great Batman before him. Now he embodies a pretty good, a little bit of both, but he doesn't give enough.
Well, I mean, also, he's not had enough time.
Huh?
I know. He's had 2 shared movies so far,
and which is why I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But as of me right now, I don't like Batfleck. Because even the showing of being the older Batman, and he had all the Jason Todd stuff going and all that. I don't see it. I don't see it in him. It's more like he's still Batman, just upset.
The rage part when he was like going after Superman like that, he's like, I have to protect the dude. I got that. But then when it just like goes out the window with Martha, it's like,
yeah.
You sure about that, Batty? You sure, Bats?
That's what I'm saying.
And you know, what I don't like about Batfleck is the whole will they won't they and all the Hollywood topics. People, all these stories, people are like, oh, he doesn't want to do it anymore. Oh, yeah, of course he wants to do it. Why wouldn't he want to be Batman? Oh, he doesn't want to do it anymore. Oh, why wouldn't he? What's it like? Shit or get off the pot.
I mean, but it's the conflict. You have people who like Batfleck that are like that have your state of mind. Like you like the kind of change of pace.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, now you have the diehard comic fans who are like, yes, we like the change of pace, but if you're gonna change the pace, fucking go all in one way or another.
Also, that is also not his fault. That is the directing part.
Yeah, I know, but
he gets a script, just like.
But just him acting certain things would like as me and the actor, if you told me that if you're gonna have this epic fight with Superman, you guys gonna fall off the building, he's gonna land in this thing, you're gonna have the kryptonite over him, he's gonna say Martha, and then you're gonna lose all your anger and help him. I'd have been like, are you out of your fucking mind?
He might have been, but at the end of the day, you still your job. You still gotta do it.
Not as somebody as Ben Affleck. If I'm a new actor, fuck yeah, I'm taking every gig I get.
Oh, no. There's a lot of, not just director, there's a lot of producing, like, Warner Brother head saying, no, you have to do this. That was the problem with Batman Superman. There's a lot of hands in that pot that are like, no, you have to do this, and that has to be there, and that has to be there. Remember that whole Justice League setup scene?
Yeah.
Guess who that was? Yeah, there's a lot of, do that. And also, it's like the whole Don Cheadle thing. It's like, hey, I'll send for like all these movies. Yeah. Well, I mean, sign for all these movies. You gotta do this one. That's how these things work. You sign a contract saying like you have to do that. You don't know what the movie is yet because you're like you have to do Batman Superman and then because he was signed to write and direct and also star in his own Batman movie too.
Right.
But then,
but that's my thing. Like I know him as a director. I've seen his movies.
Argo's great.
Yeah, he's a very good director. And you being an actor, director, a writer, all this other stuff, I would be able to go up to DC and be like, look, you want to make money? Tell this piece of shit ass director, writer, motherfucker over here that he's not doing his job right. Because I can tell you right now, if you guys put out even a cut of this and say we're gonna have this epic fight and I'm gonna fall down there and I'm gonna say Martha, you're gonna have the biggest backlash ever. And then even more.
I mean, the problem is that they're trying to rush.
Huh?
They're rushing to a finish line that doesn't exist.
But that's it too. Like a good director. Would
there's a whole lot of problem in this. There's a whole lot of layers to the problems going on here, and it's like, but outside in it's like saying, yo, let's fix the problem, but it's like also it's him not him still not. He's acting like he doesn't want to do it, which maybe he doesn't. But if you're gonna be if you. I mean, also after that Martha scene, would you be all like, oh man, that's so
because I still have a responsibility as an actor to the fans. If I know this is wrong, then I'm be like, I'm gonna do the best shit I can because I know my fans will be like,
how do you pull off Martha? Isaiah, someone gives you the Martha thing. How do you pull that off?
I got this, bro.
Are you sure?
I got this. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna fucking improv right there. Like, Martha. Who's Martha? My mother. And then fucking we can do.
I mean, honestly,
like
when
that.
we did the Batman Superman review, I already fixed the scene. It's like if you said "save my mother," what there are more of you? Then saying like, no, his mom, she's human, he's adopted.
Yeah.
And then he'd feel like he was raised by humans. He's not an invader.
Exactly.
That's how you fix the thing.
But here's the thing. That whole thing was supposed to give.
But the thing is, like, Zack Snyder is a visual storyteller.
Yeah.
Because
so he was
give
supposed
him the shit you will, by all means. But you can't deny when he has a frame of something on the screen. That's a comic book. Right?
Yeah.
Like Superman flying above the people who are all like saving Superman on that flood. It's like that's
yeah. That's
look at that behind you. That's what that is. That's Collier's poster Superman.
Oh yeah, there's a poster.
But no, like the whole thing with the whole Martha thing, like everyone says like that's the bad part, but like you said before, Zack Snyder is a visualizer. That moment when Lois Lane says that is his mother, the look on Batman's face shows on, oh, he was raised by a human.
No, he was raised by someone named Martha. That's the problem is, no, he was raised by someone named Martha. Yeah. That's the only problem. It's
no, okay, yeah, that's something. Yeah,
Martha visually, it might come across that way, but dialogue and acting was like it is not come across that way.
But even visually, it's to me when he's looking, he's like, this is stupid. I didn't see.
It's a disconnect.
Yeah.
It's a very obvious disconnect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And what should have been taking place there is it's a mess. But we're talking about at this point 2-year-old movie. God, it's been 2 years.
Well, I mean, because I was gonna cameo to into cameo.
Segue,
whatever.
Segue.
Moving on to
cameo is when you just pop in and be like Stan Lee.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so I was gonna move to
Segue.
Talking about the upcoming movie. After Black Panther, the biggest movie coming out for Marvel is Infinity War.
I mean, I thought Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Huh?
I was joking.
No. That's a.
I might have been hyped for that.
I was for it. Anyway,
I wanted to ask when we were still on the subject.
Yeah.
Your theory on who's going kick the bucket, because they said straight up that people are going to die.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Cap, maybe.
Probably Cap.
I'm sorry, no man at this point. He's got the beard and everything.
Yeah, he does.
He's no man. Laughing.
Get this man a shield.
So which means you're going to keep, because they have Bucky and Falcon around, so they have their already replacement caps ready in the wings.
Well, and this is what I'm thinking is that they're going to introduce the female Iron Man.
A little blacker?
Yeah. I think as of right now.
They can do that maybe later down on the line, but do it in the movie. That's too much. You need to give people some time to deal with it.
Maybe like a cliffhanger somewhere.
At the very end. Like a cliffhanger.
Or like you know how Marvel always has that little special.
Who else will
at
die?
The very end of the
Maybe Groot again.
Maybe
Groot is awesome.
He's teenage
Groot now.
Teenage Groot.
He's got a lot of teen angst going on there.
Who else would die? Who's up to die? Hawkeye.
Huh?
Hawkeye.
I don't think.
I swear to God, if Hawkeye lives through this, it's like bullshit. A dude with a bow arrow did not live through 3 of these movies.
Black Widow.
I don't think they're gonna kill
Black Widow.
I think Hawkeye is gonna get seriously injured.
Scarlett
and
Johansson.
retire.
What?
I think Hawkeye is gonna get seriously injured and retire.
I
don't think he's gonna die.
Is he gonna lose his hearing?
He's gonna lose his arm.
Yeah,
he's probably gonna lose his hearing like he's supposed to, and then just leave.
Not his hearing, his arm.
His arm? No, his hearing, so he can't hear anything.
He's gonna get yanked.
Because he's supposed to be deaf, apparently.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Well, in one run, there was a whole thing with him and Deadpool realized he was deaf, and he put up his mask and talked so Howard could read his lips.
Oh.
But they couldn't do that in Avengers. Well, I mean, some runs he is, some runs they can't do it because, he has to talk to people. So he can't exactly be...
That's true.
Okay, so maybe he becomes deaf.
Deaf, maybe loses his arm too, who knows?
Let's see.
Maybe he's Quicksilver.
Oh. I got that.
Yeah. That's one thing that still kills me is Quicksilver. Oh, come on. Y'all were building the shit out of that, and just because...
The accent killed him more than anything else.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what accent they were going for, but they did not nail it.
Yeah.
They wasn't getting those accents. That's why she dropped it really quick in Civil War.
Like that, he had Civil War and it was just done.
Vision's dying.
Yeah, Vision.
Yeah, Vision.
I mean, Thanos' goal is to get all the Infinity Gems, and one of them is planted right in his forehead. So that happens, and she goes mad, and that does the whole House of M thing. It's gonna be.
If they do House of M, I'm going.
Watch that be the next Avengers movie. It's not even doing anything with Thanos. It has to do with that.
That'll be amazing. For those who aren't advent, including you,
I don't know what House of M is.
House of Maximoff.
It takes too long.
Shut up. Anyways, that aren't advent comic book readers. The House of M is Scarlet Witch's one of her big runs in the comics. She basically loses her mind, and her ability is having.
It was brought on by her. Oh, she had children with Vision, but then she realized they weren't real, and then she just went down the rabbit. She went down the rabbit hole real hard.
And her ability is
she alters reality.
Cosmic ability to alter reality, and she basically creates a whole different reality for everyone.
Which is a great way to reboot your comic series.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, so the House of M is pretty much what Flashpoint did.
I know, but it's still great. It's still great.
But it wasn't a permanent. Like her ability isn't permanent.
So it's like
when her mind got stable, it just everything reverted back, and everybody.
So it was almost like a what if scenario for everyone. Then.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It was like a giant what if, and it was amazing.
I mean, it could be like things like she wants to bring Vision back. She wants to bring her brother back, and everything like that. That could be one where Vision dies.
Exactly.
Okay.
Who else?
And literally, Flashpoint is basically permanent within that dimension.
Flashpoint was literally a way for them to reboot the entire series.
I mean, actually,
there's also another reason just to give Batman guns. That's really what I believe. Flashpoint.
Actually, I can see Bucky and Cap dying, and then this Falcon taking it.
Yeah, I saw in the comics.
I think Bucky's gonna take it.
Maybe Bucky first, then Falcon later. Because I do remember seeing a.
That's how it made it go. But honestly, in this political situation, you could just skip it right to Falcon. It'd be fine. People would be like, "Cool, Black Cap." That's how that would work.
Cap. I think Falcon is Captain America right now in the comics.
Yeah, right now he is. Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
And then freaking Nazi Cap.
That was
the thing.
They were just doing that to sell. You know they were doing that to sell. People lost their goddamn mind.
But it wasn't like they wrote themselves in a corner. They
knew what they were doing.
It was perfectly done. Like I was completely satisfied with everything in the comic, even how they explained it.
Yeah.
Some super mutant was able to freaking send Red Skull back in time, and he secretly raised Cap all the way to his freaking maturity. Mm-hmm. By the way, spoiler. And
it's in a comic.
Well, I mean, if somebody hasn't read it yet, I'm spoiling all the shit that they ain't read.
It's been way over 2 weeks.
A comic is not. I don't give the 2 week rule with comic because there's a lot of runs that you have to go through in comics.
Yeah, some people actually do wait for the entire run to be over, then they read it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some people can't take the whole week. I'm not even week to week, month to month for comics.
It's month.
Can you imagine doing that? Watching an episode of something a month.
Yeah, like that.
Imagine
welcome to Sherlock. Yeah. Welcome to Sherlock, where we have 3 episode seasons, and that's it. Yeah. And we're gone for 2 years.
And it's crazy because I'm waiting for this run with Flash and Godspeed. So like it's a thing, and I haven't read any of Godspeed just because I'm waiting for the run to finish. I'm one of those people that like I want to hit this thing running.
Looks like back to back. I get a Flash kill. Shoot me.
Oh shit! Oh, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Cat.
Oh,
Hydra.
Okay, yeah. So it's the whole like he raised them all the way to the point to where he'll be able to take over Hydra for Red Skull.
Yeah.
Like that's just a crazy run, and that had to do with Secret Wars and all that other stuff. But that's all, and those runs are in between this whole arc that's going on.
Oh,
you have Secret Wars going on. You have the freaking. All the X-Men runs going on that ties into Secret Wars. You have,
my goodness!
So I just thought of something.
So here's like the main timeline, and like what
Disney is currently in the process of acquiring 20th Century Fox.
They're not in the process. It's already done.
No. It's a process. They have to run through all this government stuff to see if it's a monopoly or not. Spoiler! Yes, it is.
Monopolize. I'm okay with it.
I'm not.
I am.
I'm not because that's a lot of jobs lost there too.
Huh?
That's a lot of jobs there lost too behind the scennes. They
said
they said they're going to
save job for years.
No, not like writing or anything. I mean, people who just work for Fox. Like there are HR reps who are going to just lose their job. That they said there's going to be like, oh yeah, it's like $1 billion of saving. That $1 billion is coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. And also that means there are also less jobs for writers to take up on too. It's like sometimes if you don't get along with the studio, you can go to a different studio.
Yeah.
Fox owns a lot of studios, and like if they get all that stuff too, it's like it's a smaller swim pool for it.
Well,
with that domestically, if Disney and all that, Disney and Fox domestically make up for 40% of the domestic box office and about 30% of the global box office right now.
Oh shit!
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It might sound like that's a lot of money.
that is a pretty snippy. Well, from what I understood, their purchasing are going more towards the Marvel properties.
They want those properties for sure, but it's going to be
some money for whenever
it's going to be
2 comes out.
Everything, which is the problem.
Okay, and that is.
Which is also another thing too. Before Marvel, there's another animation studio. What was it? Not DreamWorks, but I forgot the name.
Pixar.
What? No, not Pixar.
No, Pixar. They already own Pixar.
Oh, okay.
I'll look up the name right now. But yeah, there's another animation studio that Fox was just acquiring, and they got, and then it's like, well, if they buy that, is he going to keep 3 animation studios around? No. People are going to get fired, some people are going to get folded off, and then it's like, all right, the rest of you, bye, and then it's just going to get shut down. Which is another animation studio just gone. And in this American climate, I'm not sure if I made my opinion known on this. I don't think animation is taken seriously enough, and I would very like it to be done so, which is not helping when you give it to animation studios.
That's true.
Yeah.
And like you had said earlier, a lot of the animation that they've been coming up lately have just been freaking golden. Like the one I just watched randomly. Mm-hmm. The one with the kid with the lute, and when he plays
Kubo and the 2 strings.
Yeah, Kubo is the 2 string.
Kubo
and the 2 string. Dude, that thing blew my mind. How good it was.
Animation wise, yes, it's good. Story wise, is kind of.
Carl did not like the movie. Really? I've not seen the movie. Carl didn't like the movie.
Oh my god, I thought that movie was just amazing.
Because I was thinking it's gonna be about this boy and his youth with 2 strings, like being badass and whatnot. But no, it turns out that spoiler. Are you planning on watching the movie?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
All right, never mind.
That's the whole reason he said I have not watched the movie. Don't say nothing. Yeah, that's basically what that was saying. That's why I stopped.
But he was also giving me the attitude that he wasn't planning on watching.
I plan on watching the movie eventually, but you were giving me such a negative impression. I was like, maybe I won't like it.
Okay.
Well, they didn't give it to you. You like a lot of stuff, and you always recommend me good stuff too. So Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim is very welcome too. But and to me, that movie gives a very good story that people don't appreciate. And it's got good reviews and all that shit. So don't get me wrong.
I mean, the best part, I just love the animation style. I mean,
I will say also it came out in a time where I was trying to save money because I didn't have a job. So I was like, wasn't going to rush out to see a movie that someone would say, yeah. So I was like, okay.
I think it's not a must, but a worth see.
Shit,
actually, no. I'll bet my bones behind it and say it's a must see.
I'll probably maybe I'll watch it again later. Judgment because I only saw it the one time.
It's just because it just gives.
I like the symbolism behind the movie.
Yes,
I get, but I just don't like how it was delivered.
Well, another problem with Disney buying Foxes too is because they're going to get they're probably most likely be getting their TV channels too.
Oh.
Which how many TV channels is Disney going to actually keep going around?
Yeah, they have so many.
It's like FX. Always said in Philadelphia. Great show. It's like, please don't Disney-fy that. Please just leave that alone. There's no way you can do that and make that last. Right, let me see. List of assets owned by 21st Century Fox.
Oh, so you're going to find an animation studio?
I'm looking for it, dude.
Just
hardcore in here.
Just type in animation studio owned by Fox.
I might find... I think they have more than one, too, which is a problem.
Animation studios owned by Fox. And then you just give it that specific list, and then you just go down and listen until you find out what you're looking for.
You guys are about to hit 3 hours.
Collier switches in 2 videos.
Oh, jeez. Okay, right. Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, we're gonna.
I'm finding it. Right.
So we'll keep it until he finds the video, and we'll wrap it up there. But so I mean, and more on the animation thing is that yes, I don't believe that Disney would just fold everybody because every studio.
Blue Sky Studios is what it was called. Jesus Christ! I was looking for that one for a while. Woo! Got it.
Okay, yeah,
I'll give my final thoughts here. We'll do the goodbye and then we'll hit our or whatever. But and my biggest thing is that I don't think that's a shutdown thing because everything that they're purchasing are big blockbuster, good money makers. Mm-hmm. So if they're buying this whole other studio, they're basically the big brother on the final word on everything.
I mean, they are already appearing as the big brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not be surprised if, like, somehow in the future, Disney is going to become just like something that either like a comic or a game or something. But this company just started off small and they just got bigger. And all of a sudden, they became like their own supplier for every single thing. Like, we have our own cell phones now. We have our own military services. We have our own transportation services. We have everything that you could possibly need.
There's actually that thing that came up like around the New York Comic Con that Marvel was trying to pair up with the military for something, and he was like freaked out about it, so like, never mind. I was like, are they trying to make an Iron Man suit or something? What happened? What happened?
Well,
it's like, uh-oh.
Let's not do that.
I would for one like to welcome our Disney overlords.
But
freaking Quantum Break, that's what it was. Monarch Industries. Oh, they were doing that whole monopolizing of like being the one for everything.
Well, I mean, the perfect example for me that why I think Disney is not trying to just kill all these other companies because Fox, they've killed the Fantastic Four franchise completely. Oh, yeah. That's just
they've not done it correctly. It's not dead. I mean, it could be done well. It's just
after that last movie, it's been
Fantastic Four.
They're gonna have to do something like really good in order to bring it back.
Yeah, and they just need to do what Doom movie.
But that's not just
shut the fuck up.
Wait, what?
There's that thing that came out on Comic Con. People like they're doing a Doctor Doom movie. He's not gonna do the Fast Center. Just Doctor Doom movie. It's like get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I can see it going good, but well, there's so much lore behind Doctor Doom, like so much. There's so much they could do with him.
I know, but I don't like this idea. People are like, oh, we're just gonna give one of the heroes, go to the villains. It's like need chocolate and vanilla here. You need conflict there. Otherwise, it's like
I mean, like in the comics, he is the one worthy of ruling the galaxy.
That is
true.
They could start running for what's the planet?
I mean, also
Asgard?
No.
I mean,
Asgard. Where do you get the?
I'm sorry.
The war planet. They could start heading towards that.
Wait, war planet from DC? Because the one I'm thinking of is Apocalypse.
No, from DC. The war. Okay, I'll explain that.
Apocalypse is the name of the war planet from DC.
Marvel. Marvel. After Doctor Doom took control and had the whole universe break into split, he put it back together and called it War Planet or War something.
Okay.
What is that called? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, and he's the DC fan. I'm Marvel. But anyways.
You asked me a Marvel question.
That's a DC.
Doctor Doom is Marvel.
Doctor Doom is Marvel.
Yeah, you kept saying that. I was like, Marvel.
Yeah, because you said War Planet.
Marvel? I kept saying it.
You said War Planet. I'm like, oh, yeah. That's my shit. That's fucking Apocalypse.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I kept saying it. Marvel.
Yeah. No, you're right. My bad. Fuck that shit. Anyways. But, train of thought. There it is. Okay. So, I think they could do, because there's so much more that never got told by Doctor Doom. And I think the only reason is they can't do it is because
he has so much.
He has so much lore. He has so much stuff. They don't touch his mysticism. His ability to use magic.
Yeah.
I couldn't say the word even after you said it. I tried to say it. I couldn't say it. Okay, leave me alone.
His mystical powers.
They didn't touch that he's the ruler of. Yeah, I know.
Circle.
the ruler of his own nation.
Yeah, his own nation. There's like so much stuff that goes on with Doctor Doom. And then the first family just got shit on. Back to my original thing was, and this is why I think it's good for Disney to own it, because they, just like with the EA, when EA tried to do all that crap with Battlefront 2, Big Brother Disney was like, you need to get your shit together, now, we're gonna fire your ass, so you need to get your shit together. What happened? Bam! All of a sudden, that microtransaction has no effect on the game.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't. But also, they did shut down the studio that was making the single player Star Wars game. So fun, thanks, guys.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted the Star Wars narrative that they hired the person, the head director who did the Uncharted and Last of Us series,
right,
to head the studio in this project and just shut down the studio.
Well, that's
I wanted it. I needed it.
EA has been doing this for the longest.
I know.
Game.
And I'm just like,
and
I was like, I don't know why I had faith. I don't know why that you guys were reading your shit together.
And that's what I'm saying. It's a long history of fucking stuff. Because if they did do the narrative,
but Mass Effect,
huh?
1, 2, and 3 was good.
Yeah, Mass Effect 1,
Anthem
2,
was
3, and
pretty
then Andromeda. What happened there?
Well,
Anthem's not out yet.
Anthem looks good. Andromeda, they hired the studio that did the DLC for Mass Effect to do the entire game, while the people that did Mass Effect are working on Anthem.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Well,
yeah.
They got the people. It's the same thing that happened with BioShock too.
Yeah, it was BioShock 2.
They're like, oh, you guys did some stuff, right? Do this. You don't know anything about this
people
world.
Who are specialized in working DLC and expansions to make a full-fledged game. Yeah. All you're gonna get is just a big, unstable.
A lot of it is like they know the game must go, and it's like we have this concept, we have nothing. We're doing with this thing.
But that's one thing I'm saying, that Disney is able to do stuff because
I'm not saying that Disney is not a better studio. Disney is by far the superior studio. But I'm just worried about like jobs in the industry and where it's going, because this does have a overall, like, I understand if you're a fan and you're happy about this, by all means, be happy about it. I'm not saying don't be happy about it. Don't say fuck that. No, it seemed like a good idea. Like, they're getting all these properties. They can do things that they want to do with it, like the X-Men thing. But this felt kind of weird to try to be excited about the new X-Men thing, even though I know it's not going to matter soon.
Well, they're trying to keep the flow because they started setting up the universe with Apocalypse. Because Apocalypse.
No, they set the universe with First Class. They've been doing.
My bad, First Class. I did.
Yeah, they did that First Class and went good, and then they did great with Days of Future Past, and they screwed up with Apocalypse. Now they're going to try to do the Phoenix Saga without actually knowing any characters, which is what the same problem was the last time you tried this.
This is before the Phoenix Saga. They have that whole different direction one coming out. The Scare House.
What's it called? New Mutants.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Oh, I saw that, but my only problem with that is still that doesn't do anything for the Dark Phoenix Saga, because you have to get to know these characters, and they didn't let us do that in the last movie. Which means we're not going to have the emotional attachment when Jean Grey loses it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you did this last time, and then you got rid of Scott Summers in the very first 5 minutes of the movie, and then there was nothing for that. It's like, oh man, Wolverine and Jean. It's like, oh cool, this 100-plus-year-old something doing this young 20-year-old. Cool. I still, like, I was never feeling the chemistry there in the first place, but you guys kept trying to push it like it was a thing because he was Hugh Jackman.
Huge Jackman.
I feel like she just wanted Hugh Jackman to be like, give me it.
It was such a thing. It's like they blamed the last one on Brett Ratner, and by the way, he's a piece of shit anyway. But yeah, and then it's like, well, this one you can't blame on Bryan Singer. You did this one,
right?
You
keep the bucket on that one.
Yeah, you wanted to keep Jennifer Lawrence in it for the entire thing. That was your problem.
Yeah,
she had no reason to be in the story, but she has so much star power. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, tell a good story, please.
and that's all movies are, just really good, really big, flashy stories.
So why Scarlett Johansson gets cast as Motoko Kusanagi? Anyway.
All right. So as far as freaking almost 3 hours.
Can't split this in 2 parts.
Yeah, we might split this into 2 parts, but
Keys, how am I gonna do that?
So
I mean, actually, after the first hour, it is a very clear point where we just like switch to a different topic. Or like after all the Saturday stuff was done, you can just like cut next part.
It could be name it like
part.
Yeah, Super Life or Crazy Weekend.
Well, I'll listen to the first hour and I'll get a topic and a title for it.
The topic is Saturday.
Yeah.
That's all we did. We talked about on Saturdays.
Okay, we gotta do close that. Okay. So, thanks for listening to us. It was fun. I mean, we went off topic a lot. And
you want to hear another joke?
Yeah, go ahead. Close out with a joke.
What did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car?
What?
Get in the car. All right, I'm out.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. If you want to see where we're finding Wombat and where we at on the internet, so you can always follow me, Collier, by one name, all platforms, Kradon Zorgata. The links will be in the description below. You can find Outta Da Wae here. Where at?
You can find me on Twitter at Mr. 8Ball. And
Wait, you changed it?
Huh?
Mr. 8Ball? You changed it?
Wait, what was it?
It was freaking panda picture or something.
Oh, it was Panda Picture.
Oh my god, you forgot your own.
You got your name
own
again.
The links will be in below, so follow those links.
And then you can find Jelani where?
At Jelani_P on Twitter and Instagram. Isaiah has not touched his Twitter since October 7th, 2017. His first tweet at July 26th, 2017. I misspelled my name. By the way, it is still misspelled.
You will see it in the links.
Thank you. And
also on Snapchat, and then follow Fighting Wombat.
You can find it.
How the hell did we get a Snapchat?
This guy.
I have one.
Oh, my bad. Go on.
When did we get a Snapchat? You can follow Fighting Wombat on Stardust. I don't know why Stardust. It's awkward. Instagram. I'm going all backwards. Tumblr, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch.
All platforms.
And also, sooner or later, Patreon as well. I'm going to have to manage that some way, somehow, but we'll figure out what's going on. And Jelani's halfway the Greek Collier right now. Wait, there we go. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. But in the meantime, stay awesome.
Peace out, Mother F's.
And I love you.
Say a point to the mic.